told you AI was just a tool. The algorithms would decide what we see, what we hear, what we think. They promised safety, comfort, the perfect society. Benjamin Franklin saw the truth. It was a digital prison, and freedom surrendered is rarely returned. Now history itself is under attack. Because those who control the past control the future. The revolution against the algorithm has begun. Silence. Do Good. Volume 2.
Bam! What is going on, everyone? Welcome. Welcome to the Ominus show, the show that talks about comics gay stuff, pop culture stuff, anything really that tickles my fancy. I will talk about it here on the show. Welcome. I am your host. My name is Elliot Rodriguez. You can see my name right here. And I am a comic book artist. I'm a Comicsgate artist. I draw a lot of cool shit for Comicsgate. And I'm reporting to you live from Lima, Peru in South America, where things are going pretty good. The weather's still crazy. It's right now we have like a winter morning, and then we'll have like a summer day where it's super hot. And then we'll finish it off with a winter night where it's super cold. And I'm under the I have been informed that this is all a consequence of El Nino. So I don't know. I think we're going to have to suffer with this all year, which means that I'm not going to have a proper winter, which sucks because that's my favorite season of the year. But whatever. So we're here. We're ready. We're happy. I'm happy. I'm excited. Today is the day for the big Ominus art drop. I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. It's going to be great. We're also going to talk about a lot of recent news and stuff that's been coming out from Comicsgate. A lot of crazy stuff that's been happening. I'm not fully 100% aware of things because I'm still watching the World Cup. The World Cup has caught my attention. And now we're down to 2 games. There's a game on Saturday, then the game on Sunday. Then I'm going to take some time off just to relax and kick it with the family. Just spend some time with my wife, spend some time with my daughter, and then in August or whenever when I'm done, I'll go back to drawing. I'm gonna go back when I start drawing again. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna do pinups. I'm gonna do 2 pinups, maybe more, or just two. I just think two. Two. I don't want to get too distracted from the sequential pages, but I'll do two, and then I jump right back into a sequential art, and just keep chugging out more pages. And this time, after today, all the pages that I finish, I will post it on the channel. I will show it to you guys here. I will also post it on X, on Instagram. So now I'm just gonna keeping you. I'm just gonna continue keeping you guys informed with all of the artwork and sequential stuff that I get done as I get it done. So um, I don't think I'm gonna have any other big art drops like today, or I may next year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yes, and also I do want to give a warning. Something's going on with my computer. I don't know what's going on. For some reason, like I think I plug it in, everything was working fine apparently, and then like about 20 minutes or so, it was just cut off. I have no idea what. Like it was just completely just shut down. Like I don't know. I don't press any buttons or anything. It just completely shut off. If that happens, just please be patient. I will come back, and I'll have to get this fixed because I think I might need a new battery or a new charger or something new. I don't know, but hopefully you guys can hear me well. Please let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Hopefully I'm not blowing up or popping. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Scribe is in the chat. What's going on? We had a scribe last week talking about heavy Atomo. Justice in the chat. What's going on, guys? And so yeah. And let's start with this. Now, most of what you guys are going to see today is thanks to the generous tips and donations that you guys make to the channel, which have stopped like the last few weeks. But I would like to ask you guys again, though, to throw in some donations or tips if you can. The idea is the same as super chats. Also, taking a page from Ethan's book, I can play a clip for you guys. No, from everybody's book. No, Katie does this also. Like I'll play a clip for you guys if you guys give a like I don't know, like a $2 any donation actually. So you guys throw in a donation and I will play. I could play Paul Ravoche. I could play Silent Bob. I can play many different things. So you guys let me know. Oh, also sponsorships. The show is sponsored by. We must not forget. No, we must always remember our sponsors. And this particular show, this particular Comics Gate show is sponsored by the wonderful folks at
K2 Mod do say nigga Ika Cola, yeah, Ika Cola, yeah, Ika Cola, yeah, K2 Mod baby, Ika Cola, yeah, Ika Cola, yeah, Ika Cola, vamos.
Yeah. Make sure to drink yourself. We can hear you just fine. Taking this fancy for you. I'm tickling it. So yeah, please don't forget donations, and I'm going to show you guys exactly where all this money is going to. We're going to get into the art drop portion of the show a little bit later on. I want to talk about a few things that's been happening in CG. I haven't been talking much about Comics Gate news, so I'm just going to go off all the ticks, all the bookmarks that I have. I got quite a few things that I've been seeing, and I'm going to share it here with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I want to see what happens if I do this. Does that change? Oh wait, it does shit. Hold on, let me see. All right, I guess I have to pull it down and bring it right back up. I saw this from Clipper. Shout out to Clipper. But yeah, and he said, I think he posted a few things about Eric July, caught my attention, and it says here Eric July is sitting at his desk 3 minutes later than his start time, just waiting for more than 10 people to be waiting for him. Ripperverse has died. Now, I can't really say too much about this because 10 people, that's a great number for me to have. But But yeah, so apparently 3 minutes starting his streams late, waiting for people to jump into the chat, and there's only 8 people there. Now for a guy who's got 500,000 subs, this is interesting. But yeah, it seems to me that the interest in the Ripperverse is dying down. That's the impression I get just from seeing these numbers, just from seeing like the lack of interaction and promotion from the fans on X. Normally, you would see like posts like, "I got these amount of books. I just got this book that just came in. Checking out this story of the Great War. I don't know what. Fontano talking about all these other things. Like you see posts of people like openly talking about all the cool things supposedly that they get from the Ripperverse, but I haven't seen many interactions like that on X. I haven't seen many people posting. Mostly the things that I've been seeing is just attacking CG from all kinds of angles, from different the usual suspects, no? But we see that kind of thing, and so yeah, the interest is dying down. The whole hachette. I've been calling it hatchet this whole time, but apparently the pronunciation is hachette, something like that. I don't know, but well, yeah, and then this caught my attention because I did a show on Shine Comics a few months ago, and in that show I showed you guys some evidence of why he is a racist. He's a rage baiter. He's in essence he's licking Eric July's balls or something like that. That would be the expression people would use. And I showed you guys. I'll even play this clip. Hold on. Because I got a clip for Shine Comics, and I call he is a racist, an open racist comic book fan, whatnot. Check this clip out. All white
comic book fans are racist. I don't care. It's the truth.
Yeah, so we see that I talked about that and him on the show a few weeks back, and so we got this post from Shine that says, and Shine still doesn't even have his action figure. He lied about having last year. No, if you guys remember. Ethan brought Shine on his channel a while. It has been a year already, and in that show, Shine makes this claim that he has his figure. His figure's right over there. He says, and Ethan asks him to bring it out, and he says no, he can't get it because stuff in the house or whatever. And as it turns out, from what we're going to see here in this picture, is a lie. So Shine Comics says right here, do you know when my books / Isom figure will ship? I got Blood Roof #2, Zaylen Isom #2, Ripazine 6, and some posters. No, so this is interesting on many levels actually because number one, obviously the most obvious thing, no, Shine doesn't have the figure. You know, he never have the figure. He openly lied on that stream. And so when you have someone that openly lies about things like that, it's really difficult to take them for their word at anything else that they may say. You know? So his credit is just completely shot by his own words through his own actions. You know? So that's really interesting to see that kind of thing. And let's see what else. Make sure Deathmonger is back in the top right corner. But yeah. So yeah, and also it says I got Blood Rouge, Zaylen, I got this figure, I got Isom 1, I got Isom 2, Represine 6 posters, and they haven't been shipped yet, which is really interesting because the number one thing that the Ripperverse people, the Rippertars, the number one thing that they like to boast about is that they don't have late books. Late books don't exist for them in their universe. No, they get everything on time. They get everything on the date that the company says. But however, we have our our friend Shine Comics here asking for his books, asking for his posters, asking for all the stuff that he paid for. Also, is Eric July fulfilling any of this stuff? Is he going to wait for Hachette to do all this work for him? So we don't know. No, so Clipper posted that. I thought that was interesting. That was something that tickled my fancy per se, no? So we saw that, and yeah, let's see what else I got. I got a lot of different things we're going to show off today. A lot of different news things that have happened, and I found this also from Well Read. Well Read, along with B.A. Turner. Speaking of B.A. Turner, I gotta say something about B.A. I'm gonna say something about B.A. Turner. B.A. Turner. Tina Turner. Tina Turner's little brother. Hold on, but I found something from Well Read that caught my attention as well. And I'm gonna bring that up. B.A. Turner. Wait, wrong button. Have a little bit of patience, guys. All right, here's Well Read. Now, last week I showed you guys a clip of the Odyssey, and I showed you guys a clip of Spider-Man, the Spider-Man trailer, the Odyssey trailer, and I had Scribe on the show. And if you guys remember this last week, we were talking about a fight. We were talking about a fight from UFC. And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that guy. I remember this fight. Oh, yeah, did they fight? Oh, yeah, it was a short. And I looked for a clip to play on the show. And Scribe told me, don't play the clip, because if you play the clip, they're going to strike your channel. They're going to take your thing down. They're going to take your stream down. I was like, wait, what? And I played the video anyway. My intention was to play a clip, but I had no idea that, because I had never seen the fight. I had no idea that I think the 30 seconds or the 40 seconds that supposedly I thought the clip was, I didn't think that was the actual fight. So essentially, I played an entire fight on the stream, and then the stream went down for like 2-3 minutes. I stopped sharing it, and then the stream came right back up. Yeah, that's a first for the channel. I'm not doing that shit again. So if you guys want to watch UFC, I don't know by what means you guys do that. If you guys pay a streaming service, if you guys watch on TV show or whatever, but yeah, do that. Do not expect to see any UFC fights here on the show, because I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. And so here we got Well Read. He says, well, anyways, yeah, like I was saying, we played that on that stream. We were talking about that. We were also talking about. I played the Odyssey clip. We were giving our thoughts about the Odyssey, the movie, and how there's so much DEI in it. There's a black Helen of Troy, I believe there is. There's what's the Elliot Page as one of the soldiers. I thought it was Achilles himself, but it's not Achilles. He's playing one of these other Roman soldiers, and I'm not going to watch that movie. I'm not interested in seeing that kind of interpretation of a classic tale. I'm not. I mean, I'll probably watch it. I'll watch it on stream service or something like that when it comes out. But I'm not going to pay my money to go see that kind of thing when I know that there's going to be all kinds of DEI everywhere I look. So it's not anything that catches my attention though. But however, I mentioned, no, there are people like B.A. Turner and Well Read here that despite all of this DEI stuff, they're still interested. No, there's a lot of Christopher Nolan fans out there that are heavily interested in seeing what he's going to do with this movie, despite all of the negative attention that it's getting. And so here, Well Read says, I'm stoked for this. DEI is non-factor in the movie. It will succeed on merit. Get ready. And Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is tracking to open with over $200 million worldwide, would be the largest non-Batman opening of his career. And I was like, dang, that's pretty crazy. And so, yeah, so we saw that. Let's see. That reminded me of another post that I saw. Let's see if I can bring it up. Let me see if I can bring it up. And yeah, just in case, guys, if the thing just goes dead on me, the show just goes dead on me, please be patient. My computer's acting crazy for some reason. Yeah, so let's see. I saw something else. Yeah, here's what I thought. Yeah. And here's another take. This is from Vonster. the creator of Monster MD, he says tons of people online going really hard at Nolan's Odyssey, but they forget how many Nolan bros are out there and don't give a shit about online hoo-ha. It will make money. So yeah, that's also another premise, another idea that I mean many fans of Nolan and his movies, they don't they're not online, so they could be unaware of all of this news that's going around, and they'll still and they'll still turn out for the movie, so there's that also. There's people out there that don't pay attention to the internet stuff, and so they'll still go out there and see the Odyssey and see what Nolan's going to be doing with that. And so we have, which is great. I don't wish for the demise of the Odyssey. I want it to be great. I mean, how many main Hollywood motion pictures are there about the Odyssey? There's not that many, but I would like for it to succeed because I would like to see those kinds of stories told on the big screen. So I'm not advocating for the failure of the Odyssey. No, I would like for it to thrive and be successful. But I would especially love it if it was, if it stuck to the actual story itself and not try to make all these unnecessary changes that are trending and are typical in today's Hollywood sphere place type thing. So so we got that, and so what they say, comment. You guys are commenting on in the chat. Sweet. Rip arrest. They don't have cool characters. Bottom line, yeah. Shit. Subject Gates, what's going on, man? Great to see you. Subject Gates comic. Mike TV Dub, what's going on, man? Great to see you. Shai doesn't have his Iceland figure nor a fatherly. He's absent of all kinds of figures in his life. Yeah, no Iceland figure, no father figure, no role model. Oh man. Yeah. Shai never lies. A token's token. What's up, R. Hyder? More like B.O. Turncoat. That was my fault. Yeah. I'll wait till I'm waiting for that. Yeah, I'm waiting for that too. I'm not going to pay money to go see that. No one, I mean, as soon as I sit down, try to watch the movie, I see Ellen Page's ass go for face pop up. I've already lost interest. If I see Lupita Nyong'o as some kind of Greek woman from that time, it's going to completely take me out of it. So why would I turn out for that? No, yes, useless. I'm not doing that. Ben, what's going on? Ben, Base Art Department, great to see you, man. So yeah, and so speaking of Well Read and Vaughn and B.A. Turner, who loves Christopher Nolan, he came out today, I think, or last week, with this big announcement, and I want you guys to remember this. Thursday, which is today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is later on tonight, BA is making his big return to YouTube. So come hang out for what he's now for his new show. I'm assuming is called Bat Chat #1. So the topics that he's going to discuss today, he's going to reveal some comic art. He's going to talk about the state of crowdfunding. He's going to talk about the Odyssey, hypocritical heroes, citizen vigilante, rage culture. Come hang out and let's catch up. Hit the link in the comments. So here, art reveal. Yeah, so he's going to talk about all this. This is his show, Bat Chat. Here we have, let me retweet this. Here we have his show. So he's going to come back. And yeah, so tune in. I'm excited to see what he's got to say about this stuff. He does great shows. And yeah, so he dissects everything. I'm assuming my only assumption is that he hasn't been as active on X and he hasn't been as active on YouTube because he's working on his book, Vigilante's Creed. And so I'm assuming that he's been working on that. He posted some artwork for his book. Let me see if I can find it. He posted some new artwork for the book a while back. And it looks like he's still working with Joe Ball. Joe Ball did he did the cover art, if I'm not mistaken. He did the cover art for Vigilante's Creed, and then he's going back to get for his services again. And then we see this image, which is a great piece, man. I like this. I like how he did what he did with this. So here we have this image. It's ominous. No, it's a good ominous piece. See what I did there, guys? Yeah, so this I like the effects. Joe did a great job with this piece. Water droplets. I don't think it's rain because it's not that much water, but yeah, this water. We see the cross. I dig it. I dig it. So yeah, so be sure to tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for Bat Chat number 1. And funny enough, I've never had BA on the show here. He never wants to be on the show with me. I don't know why. BA is fun. Yeah, he's definitely fun. Check him out. Or just this much closer to the art drop. There's just a few things that I want to show off. Let's see what else I got. So BA's back. Shine Comics. Every time I hear the word Shine, I don't even think about. The only thing I think about is Sean Poe. Scribe, do you know who Sean Poe is? Oh, I got this nice comment a while back. This is from Kami Mark and Brian, who's he's a fan, he's a backer of CG, and here, let me see if I can put this up. Kami Mark being communist as always, with the Korean, Cuban, I'm assuming, yeah, Chinese flag. It says Drama Radar. This week I've been hard at work on my latest scheme, an automated drama radar delivering daily intelligence from the front lines of the culture war. I need your help with calibration. Who should I listen to? Who should I watch? Or I'm sorry, who should the drama radar listen to? Who should the drama radar watch? Comment below. And so he's calibrating this machine so that it can tune into all of the drama and stuff. And our good friend Brian here mentions Ray. He says a view from the edge of Hollywood. D-Wag for the working man's. I'm assuming for the working man's perspective. Our good friend Frederick Gumont for a Canadian freedom fighter view. And he mentions me also for the Minority Report. Also, that was really nice. And I thanked Brian. Thank you very much. And then he said this: you are the Nick Shirley of Comicsgate. Hold on, let me embiggen myself. The Nick Shirley of Comicsgate. What you think of that? Willing to interview and talk with or about anyone in the fair and balanced nature and hate frauds. And I hate frauds. I'm assuming I hate frauds. And then comment marks like fair and balanced. Fuck that. We're looking for drama sources and locales. Oh, man. And so, yeah, but that was a nice comment. Appreciate it, Brian. And thank you for anybody else out there who may see the show and myself, I guess, as that kind of source of information. I mean, I'm just trying to, what I tend to do on the show, I don't have much of a format here. I just take a look at, I showed you guys what I look at on the internet. So I see these things, give my take on it. Because speaking about it here on the show, it's much easier for me than having to type all throughout the day and put my ideas online. I do that from time to time, but man, just like I'll open X, I'll see something, and then I want to comment on it. I'll start typing. I was like, man, I don't want to get into this back and forth with other people about all kinds of shit. It's much easier for me just talk about it here on the show. You know? So yeah, I show you guys exactly what I see on X, what I see out there on the internet, and then we comment about it. I want to hear your opinion about everything because I may be off base. I may be speaking about things from a subjective point of view. I'll be throwing my bias in there, so you guys let me know. But yeah, great stuff, man. So thank you very much, Brian, for the kind words. Now, speaking of that, and now we get to some other stuff. we get to some other stuff that I want to talk about. And does anybody know what that other stuff is? You guys know what that other stuff is? I want to take a look at this because this has perplexed me. Yeah, the argument here has perplexed me. And this is a post from Shane Davis. And I don't know much about Back Me Bro. I'm just recently catching up on Comicsgate Kings, and then there was a draw stream that Shane did, where Ethan was on, and they were talking for a moment about it. I think he talks about it on that. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I'm under the impression that Back Me Bro was supposed to launch this past Sunday, and it's being pushed back to this upcoming Sunday, and I mean that's great, and so essentially, Back Me Bro is going to be the new crowdfunding website for, I'm assuming, all of CG. So him and his wife Yanzi, they're making the tweaks, behind the scenes, making sure that everything works. I heard on Comicsgate, I think on Kings, Shane say that he's gonna have people come on the show, like do like a private, I don't know if it's a Zoom meeting or a StreamYard type thing where Yanzi can show them exactly how to like set up a campaign and how things work like that. And I personally think it's great. I think it's great that that CG as a community as a whole become 100% autonomous, or as autonomous as we can. Now we have seen, for example, from Kickstarter from the very beginning, how Kickstarter has shown their preference, or shown their angry, nasty bias towards conservative creators, towards John Malin, towards Richard C. Meyer, and these people, and how they have made it almost impossible to, like, for at least that part of CG from that time of the that era in 2017, 18, 16. It made it almost impossible for CGers to campaign on that website. So CG's counter to that was to do their crowdfunding campaigns on Indiegogo, and so everything has been functioning well on Indiegogo. And then Indiegogo over time started taking the same stances as Kickstarter, started shadow banning, started doing a bunch of things to a bunch of campaigns, making it difficult for us to connect to buyers and backers. And so when the shadow banning thing happened with Indiegogo, like when we started shadow banning like almost everyone that had a campaign, and we started, CG, started talking about, okay, we need to have our own website because we can't be at the mercy of these other big corporate companies, because they're going to take the same stance on us comic creators as they did, like DC and Marvel. No, they don't. They kicked Ethan to the curb because of his political beliefs. They kick all these other creators to the curb. They don't give these creators work because of their because of their political stances on things. And so we can't be at the mercy of that. No, so if it's possible for us to create our own websites, let's go for it. Let's do it, and let's promote the heck out of it. Let's make the CG crowdfunding machine work in connection, in tandem with another crowdfunding website. Now, when that happened, Fund My Comic popped up. Luke Stone took the initiative, because many people say we should do this, we should do this, we should do that, but very few people take the initiative. Now, this isn't to bash anybody, because it is difficult to create a website. You can't just say, I'm going to create a website and type in, fundmycomic.com, bam. And, like, there's a lot of mechanisms behind the scenes that make it really difficult to create a website, that you have to be one of those, tech guys, and not everybody's a tech guy, so, and that would be a shame to demand that extra hat for a creator to wear. Apart from creating the comic, promoting the comic, creating this community network. Apart from that, also create a website. Like, it's just a lot for one creator to take on. So Luke took the initiative. he had the means to make it happen, and then boom, we have crowdfund. We had a Fund My Comic, and so Fund My Comic was great. I thought it was excellent. Our own website, and I say our own because Luke Stone is from CG. Luke Stone is one of us. He's been with us for a long time. He's been promoting his whole Arrow comics and his whole everything that he's been doing, all the people that he's worked with. Great stuff. So I mean, he's been one of us. He also had a real bad scare with COVID, and he had a really bad situation with COVID there. It almost took him out, but luckily he came back. He fought back, and then he's with us, and then he's always been a righteous man, I would say. No, I mean, he hasn't had anything shady pop up, and so having the crowdfunding thing in his name, and having him be the head of that was great. No, we can, like I've always said many times on the show. No, like when I, at least from my experience having my campaign, like whenever I had a situation or a comment or anything pop up on the campaign, I would just message Luke, and then get an immediate response, and then everything was great. But for some reason, well, no, I'm sorry, not for some reason. There's no conspiracy behind it. No, there's objective things that have forced people to say, "Is Fund My Comic the solution?" There's a lot of things that is not functioning properly with Fund My Comic. I have heard all kinds of complaints, and we're going to take a look at. Let's take a look at the site, and I'll show you guys. Wait, it's the same thing. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm surprised the thing is still my computer's still holding out. Hopefully it holds out, but yeah. So this is the website, fundmycomic.com. This is what it looks like. This is the interface. Now you click on the campaign. Let's click on Pigman #1, and then there's a Discord. Shit, this page is not. This right here, for example, was like, wait, what the hell? Why is this happening? So that's a big turn off, I guess you could say. Let's see, there's something. Silence Do Good, Volume 1. So here's the campaign. This is the interface. This is what it looks like. Here on the right hand side, we have the tiers, the rewards. We have information about the campaign right down the middle, and so yeah. So this is how it looks. And I guess one of the biggest things that made this one different from Indiegogo was that there's no add-ons, and there's no way to like purchase something or at least back something and then get an additional item added onto your backing. And so here, Fund My Comic works with that shopping cart feature. So you just keep adding things to the shopping cart, and then you pay for all that. And so, for example, the problem is like, what happens if I want to get 2 books, 3 books, 4 books? How do I do that? And how does it calculate shipping? Because I'm not going to pay. For example, if shipping for 1 book is $8, it doesn't mean that shipping for 2 books is going to be 16. No, because that's not how it works. The weight of 2 books is not that. It's not going to change that much. It's not going to change the price that much at all. It'll increase the price, but not double it. No, so if you get 3 books, does that make it $24 for shipping? If I get 4 books, does that make it $32 for shipping? No, so that was the issue. No, so the solution to the fix to that was to create bundles. Like all 3 covers. No, so in that way, the creator, they calculate the price for the 3 covers and all the items that are listed here. They will create, all of the things, and then they can calculate the shipping price for this particular reward. Now, so that's the workaround to the add-on comment. And so this doesn't have add-ons. And I mentioned this not having add-ons because that in my experience, like hearing people commenting about Fund My Comic and why we should leave Fund My Comic, like the number one thing that people kept saying was like, it doesn't have add-ons. It doesn't have add-ons. I would love to do this, but it doesn't have add-ons. There's no add-ons here. Add-ons. And I was like, how do people now understand that this works with like a shopping cart feature? How do people not understand this? but I guess that's that's the beast in itself. No, like the beauty of, I guess you could say, no, the beauty of the internet is that you don't know what the hell's going on. So here we have and I'm going to show you guys because I'm not saying I'm like nobody ever said anything about about add-ons. No, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And I'm going to show you guys. And here, this is Super Tiso T Amazing Ape. I've had some interesting interactions with this guy. But anyways, it says here, that's been my argument. The back end of multiple campaigns isn't an issue. It's the lack of an add-on system. That's the issue. The lack of that system means that each item I want to back is its separate pledge with another separate shipping charge for each. This should have been day one for backers, but the creators felt it was more important to entice creators with 2% fees than having a better alternative for customers. I guarantee this oversight is costing creators who use Fund My Comic more than they realize. And so he's telling us, that people are not going to go back on Fund My Comic because it doesn't have the add-on feature and doesn't calculate shipping properly, and all this other thing that I just mentioned to you just now. So we have that. That's one case. We have many other cases, my friends. We have many other cases. Let me show you the other one. There's quite a few, man. And here's our good friend. Our good friend Dave Brink. He says, please implement add-ons. Please, for the love of God, please implement add-ons. Oh, and an add-on system would be cool too. And we could also really use the option to put add-ons on our campaigns and maybe something to offer backers add-on items, please. So people have been saying, hey, what happened to the add-ons? Fund My Comic needs add-ons. If we want more creators to join Fund My Comic, please open this add-on feature. That's what people have been saying for the longest friggin' time that I've known about the existence of Fund My Comic. There's more. And hold on. And here's our good friend Salty. Salty's being featured a lot today. No, that's great stuff, man. Great. Be sure to check out Salty's stuff and Silence Do Good, all that stuff. Pixel Trader, who is a creator. He created Merkmaid, AR13L something or other. Great comic. It says, "Rad, you rock. Now all we need is add-ons, and everything will fall into place." So as another person, another creator asking for add-ons. So I'm not crazy. Like I've seen people add-ons for the love of God, add-ons. And so yeah, people have been asking for add-ons. That has been like the big negative thing about why people don't like Fund My Comic. Apart from other things, because there's other things also. Like and we'll talk about this in a moment also. But no, wait, let's talk about it now. Fuck it. This is the perfect time to talk about this. Well, just probably go to the website. I'm bringing up the For the Fans Fest campaign because there was a big issue with that. There was a big issue for that. For the Fans Fest. Is it up? Where's it at? Shit. Fans Fest. Is it up at all? Is the campaign up? Shit. Man, you didn't take the campaign down, did you? Shoot. Hold on, give me a second. Looking for the Fans Fest. See, you see how I'm out of tune I am? I don't there's not even the thing for that. I think okay. There's a website for it now. Shit. um yeah, apparently I don't know. I guess there's nothing on for the Fans Fest in the in the thing. Um huh, interesting. But yeah, so here's the for the Fans Fest website. Let me since I'm talking about it. Um I think Mike Wheeler is behind this. I think he's the one that Matt Rumor's working with to do this. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in going, here's the campaign. Some pictures are loading. I'll put the link in the chat. But yeah, when Matt Rumor launched the campaign for the Fans Fest on Fun My Comic, when he did this, there was all kinds of issues with the campaign. There was no official like launch per se. Matt, I think he scheduled it for one day, and he didn't know exactly when it will launch, and then all of a sudden it just launched. It was up and running, and so there was no really like there was no CG live to promote the book. There was no CG Kings, nothing really there was nothing really done to promote the campaign, and so that was another thing that people were not too happy about with in regards to Fun My Comic, that there's really no control, I guess you could say, with when the campaign funds. Now from my experience, I launched the campaign perfectly fine. No, wait, I don't want to misspeak. There was a problem with when the campaign launches. Problem when the campaign launches. Like it seemed as if you didn't have much control over when the campaign launches. And that was the case with Matt Rumor and for the Fans Fest, and it seemed like it didn't launch as people have come to expect here. You know, there's like a big launch day. You're announcing Sorry, guys. Yeah, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, something's going on with my computer. Like right now, it just turned completely off and then it reset by itself. So I have no idea what the hell's happening. But yeah, I think I'm assuming it happened like what, like an hour after turning it on. So I'm assuming I have another hour to continue with the rest of the show. But I apologize for all this for the crap that's going on. But yeah, I was in the middle of explaining though that there was this situation happening with For the Fans Fest and with Fund My Comic, and so these incidences and these features that are not on the campaign, that are not, I'm sorry, that are not on the crowdfunding website, have uh, have forced, I guess you can say, the uh, have forced us to look for another alternative. No, and so this is where Shane comes in, and then Shane comes with his alternative, and hold on, this is where Shane comes in. It happens when I'm streaming because normally I use my computer and it's working fine. Yeah, probably overheating, blow out the cooling vents with some compressed air. If I can, yeah, if I can get access to it, yeah, I could probably do that. I got kidnapped. It's what I get for talking about Mike Wheeler. Yeah, so yeah, Shane comes over with "Back Me Bro" is the name of his crowdfunding site. "Back Me Bro." Yeah, here Mike TB Dub says no need for add-ons. As Shane explained, you can add additional items to your cart, and the website automatically readjusts the shipping. Will Per Homo is stupidly using this as a straw man. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell is that guy's case. Also, Vicky and who else? I think it was just them. D-Wag, sorry. Darren Wag, what's going on, man? Uh he says, like, yeah, it's just the cart now. So basically it's all add-ons. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that means so that's the feature. Um Add-ons aren't needed anymore. If you have a cart on my website, you can back Reaper Destroyer and just add whatever you want to the shopping cart. And it's like a $10 flat shipping rate for the order. Just put all your tiers up, then choose what you want. Add-ons is an extra step that's not needed anymore. Nice, sweet. Yeah, so Shane's coming on here with this crowdfunding site, and now all of a sudden, this what caught my attention is that now there's no need for add-ons, and there's nobody saying anything about it. So I don't know. So I guess add-ons is not a problem anymore. But yeah, I mean, I have full confidence in Shane and what and know what he's and him knowing what he's doing. He's not this isn't his first website that he's doing, his first crowdfunding site that he's doing. He's got his Nine Lives Comics, the website also. So when this whole situation happened with Indiegogo, Shane was quick to counter that by having his own website. For example, Joe Sontag in the chat also has his own website, and I think that's great. If you can manage that, if you can have your own website where you can handle your business and everything on that, and be completely independent and without the need of recurring to a corporate crowdfunding It happened again. Son of a bitch. I don't know. I think I got like 10 minutes. Fucking A. But again, guys, I'm really sorry about the problem. Just please just be patient, and I will come back. What's going on, Marcus? Great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Great stuff, man. Yeah. So Shane, he has experience creating own his own crowdfunding site. He's got Nine Lives Comic, and he was able to, as he's mentioned many times, he was able to um transfer like 80% of his backers from Indiegogo to his crowdfunding site, which is great, and which is something that I think anybody would love to have, love to be able to do. And so now we're doing Back Me Bro. Yeah, so this Sunday I believe is going to launch it. I'm assuming there's going to be a CG show on Sunday to do just that. And yeah, no, so now that's the site we're gonna all push. Me personally, my biggest issue, my concern is like the I don't know if you would call this customer service, but how would I get into contact with Shane? Because I can't get a hold of Shane. I can't contact Shane. And so I don't know how to get a hold of him, because I would love to interview him about the website. I've asked him on this of contact, like, and when I'm referring to like messaging him on X, like I've messaged, I send him a message on X to see if I can um interview him for the show, but I haven't gotten any responses back. So that sent, for me at least, it sends like a red flag. Not saying that I won't use Back Me Bro, but I'm just like, it makes me wonder, like, how am I going to contact if I have an issue with the campaign, who do I contact? How long do I have to wait, for my issue to be handled, to get resolved? And so that's my concern, because I have the experience with Luke that I'll message him today, and then I get a response back almost immediately, or just in a very brief amount of time. And so I have this concern with Shane, and I don't know how that's going to get handled. Now, what I can say is that when I did participate in the fan art contest for Anatomic, I got contacted by Yanzi, and I was able to send Yanzi an email, and then everything worked perfectly fine in that end. So that was great. So I don't know. I have no idea how that's going to get handled. I would love to interview Shane and talk about that, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do that. So yeah. So now we have Back Me Bro, and everyone is going to be pushing that. It can't. Obviously, I'm going to be pushing that also. So if there's any campaigns out there that are going to be on Back Me Bro, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to promote that. And so and that was something that caught my attention also. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to jump into the art drop before my computer dies again. I apologize about that. I have to get new stuff, get stuff situated out. Yeah. But then the other thing that caught my attention, and I heard this through the grapevine. I just saw this as a post. But the other thing that caught my attention was this. Comicsgate Kings, the show is over. So there's no more Comicsgate Kings show as of this past Monday. This past Monday was the last show to air. So and then Ethan put out this post that says, Comicsgate Kings, the show is over. I have been thinking about how much I enjoyed its 5-year run, and how thankful I am to everyone who participated except Liam Gray. I mean, no one's to blame for that kind of comment except Liam Gray. No one's to blame. I mean, that guy, just like with Matt Barr, that guy has been given all kinds of opportunities to just, do your work and focus on your work. But they have let, Liam, just like Matt, have let their egos or other motives to completely derail them from their focus, and now they're doing whatever. So anyways, it says, thank you. I'm workshopping a new show for the Back Me Bro era of CG, and that's the other thing. We are now CG as a whole, I think we are now in mid transition. We are now transitioning, repurposing ourselves to something that I'm assuming is going to reveal itself in a few months' time or a few weeks' time. I don't know in the future, but there's a shift happening. No, there's changes afoot. No, and with changes, just changes that have been happening. The Jack Show getting canceled, now Comics Gate Kings canceling, ending its run. Or Jack Show not getting canceled, but John leaving Jack Show, Kings at the end of Kings. The big change with Indiegogo, and that even when we still had Fund My Comic, Indiegogo was still going with some creators. For example, Joe Sontag has campaigns on Indiegogo, but now the shift from that is going to change to Back Me Bro. So we have this new indie crowdfunding site, Back Me Bro, that we're going to push. So the whole situation with Liam, also, and its effect with Katie, and Katie losing her YouTube channel, and now it's being repurposed on Rumble, and situations like this. So all of this is, we're in the midst of reconfiguring ourselves. So it's great. It's whatever's in the benefit of CG. I'm all for, and so whatever this ends up becoming, I'm down for it. And I commented, sad to hear about this. CG Kings was my favorite show. I loved it because it was comic book creators, artists that were drawing, showing off their art, and they also talked shop. They had incredible stories. Billy Tucci's got great stories. Aaron Lopresti, Andy Smith. These guys all have great stories that talk about, I met this creator, that creator, and it was great to see those guys on. It was great to see also new, or not new, but at least some other creators in CG that are not, or that have not been working in the professional, in the mainstream just yet. Like Anthony Gonzalez Clark, Joe Sontag. To see these guys also have that spotlight was great. And so seeing that show suddenly get canceled, it sucks to hear that. But yeah, I mean, I know, I look forward to whatever Ethan does. I don't know when he's going to announce a new show. I'm assuming he's going to do Trash Cash until an idea hits him, and then he'll announce the new show. My inclination is that it's something. It has to be something to do with John and Shane. Ethan has been saying many times that he wants to do a show where he can just talk with John and Shane, because they do have excellent chemistry on air, on stream. Like when those three guys get talking about different kinds of topics, it is entertaining, massively entertaining. So if they do something like that, where it's the three of them, I think it would be great. I think Hard Art is a great attempt at something like that, or something new, fresh. But for some reason, Ethan didn't click with that. So I mean, I don't know. There's reasons for everything, though, but yeah, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to whatever happens with that, and then I'll definitely be in support of that. And then Art Hyde is in. What's up, Sleeping Psychopathy? Great to see you here. You posted something interesting also. I don't know if I have time to talk about that, but I'll take a look at that. Ethan back to promoting campaigns. Good. Ethan can go back to quarterly year auctions like before. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, but whatever makes him happy, whatever he's down for, I'm all support. I personally like seeing Trashcast also. Trashcast is a great show. I like his commentary and takes on everything that he sees. Elliot Soviet PC struggling to swap the duct tape. Yeah, man, I gotta find a solution for this, because I can't do this every week. You can't have this kind of problem every week. I don't know what the hell's going on with the computer, but yeah, this is horrible. I don't know, but yeah, just it was a fun show to be a part of. Yeah, definitely. I think Liam took a lot of wind out of the King's sail. Thanks, Liam. Yeah, man. Sarcastic. I don't know where. Hell, Joe. Steve was like, "Oh, your back will be destroyed too." Yeah, drop the links in the chat if you guys have the links. Drop the links in there so people can back the campaign. Ben says Ethan just wanted to stream with John and Shane. He didn't seem to like having other guests on. Yeah, I think I just think that Ethan's at a point where he's like, man, I just want to do what's fun for me. And the last 6 years, he's been trying to carry the weight of bringing all these other creators on, and not everyone is John Malin, not everyone is Shane Davis, not everyone's like that. So you have to for example, if someone were to bring me on, the chemistry, the interaction there is not going to be automatic. It's going to take time, and then investing time into making something work with someone that may not, imagine if I were on the show and then my computer goes out and the whole thing just turns off. Like, I would understand how that would be annoying to anyone and everyone. There's people that are better suited for that kind of thing. So just let them do their thing, and then and I'll try. I'll try to do whatever I can, as long as my computer doesn't shut down. Damn it. And I understand. It's like he's a 30-year veteran comic book industry. He's worked with all kinds of people. He's done all kinds of great things, and then suddenly he gets canceled, and now he's hanging out with us. I'm like, man, fuck this shit too, man. I used to hang out with I used to hang out with all these other great creators in mainstream. Now I gotta hang out with Liam. I'd say fuck it too, man. So it's just whatever makes Ethan happy is fine. Because you can see that also when people are streaming, you can see that. And you can see when people are interested, when people are annoyed, when people are frustrated, you can see that on the stream, whether they like to express it or not. I hope my annoyance is coming through the microphone and the screen, because I am incredibly annoyed at my computer situation. Yeah, Jeff Jaws. Yeah, I used to hang out with Jeff Jaws. Now I'm hanging out with Lee. Fucking hate shit. Can you imagine that? No, can you imagine that you're up in the upper echelons of Hollywood, and then you got to hang out with Lee? Talk about a downgrade, man. Also, so fuck. And man. So yeah, I understand. So I know Ethan just wants to do something that's fun, beneficial for him. He doesn't have to. It's not up to him to carry all the weight of CG on his back. I mean, no. I mean, Joe has his own show. Salty has his own show. John's got the hard art. People. There's Good Morning Comics Gate. That's why it's necessary, important for other creators out there to get your shows going, to start, promoting your thing, creating your platform, so you don't have to depend 100% on Ethan, Shane, and John. No, it's great to go on there as a guest and hang out with them, but you can't solely depend on that. There has to be some kind of effort from your end to make your presence on YouTube be something permanent, be something attractive for other backers, and to just continue working with that. So it's on us. You can't just say, hey, Ethan, you got any more slots open for me to jump? You can't just fully depend on that. So so whatever Ethan does, I'm down to support. Crap. There was something from Sleeping Psychopathy. She's in the chat. It was something that I saw from her. Could have swore I retweeted it. Or maybe I didn't retweet it. If I didn't, I apologize. I shall retweet it quickly. I did. I know Jay Bama did it. I know, here you are. Yeah. So this is some more drama stuff. Grab an oar. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. That's the idea, though. We put in, grab an oar, put in the work, and then create your own channel, be entertaining, and blah, 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 all that good stuff. And it's also important for people to tune in. Also, no, people should tune in. If there's, for example, if you guys got recommendations for me, like, hey, I think you should work on this, work on that. Please let me know, because I want to make it more entertaining for you. because people that are watching this are you guys on the other end. So you guys have to be equally entertained. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? I'm sorry, Anthony. I don't know why I haven't given you a wrench yet. But yeah, so Sleep is like please correct me, Sleep. I think this is you. Is this your account? Is this your account? I don't know, but she's post here says Liam Gray again admits that he struck Katie did clips channel not because of the content of her clips that he flagged, but because he wanted to, number one, hurt someone associated with her, and number two, punish her for off-platform actions. And this is a stream from JJ. I haven't seen JJ in a while. I hope he's doing well. And hold on, let me give Anthony a wrench. I'm a reach around and get Anthony a wrench. I thought I had given everybody a wrench, but apparently I didn't. There's Anthony. Anthony, drop the link to your campaigns and stuff. No one. What? Here we go.
Any other questions?
You have been given the wrench, my good friend Anthony. So please post the links to your what's the name? To your campaign and all that stuff. And Katie has the full clip on her channel if you want. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, look at that picture earlier. Pretty unmistakable. What picture? Yeah. No, yeah, I have to ask because I mean, people could take your profile pic, create an account, and then use the same profile pic, use the same name. I think no, not the same name. I have to check the name. That's correct. Check the name. And they can impersonate you. There's impersonations all the time. But let's check out this clip.
They're the one behind all of this.
I'm not strictly interested in jumping into this whole Liam situation. I used to be a supporter of Liam, but now I could care less. I don't give a fuck what the hell's going on with Liam or this whole situation. It's not conducive to anything positive for me or for anybody in CG, I believe. And it's not about comics. It's something way out there. But he was on JJ's stream, and then this happened. Let's check out this clip.
Can I ask a question? This is one thing that I don't understand. Like, why did you first go after Katie's channel instead of FFS?
Because I'm going.
That was my question too. Like, why strike Katie? As far as I know, Katie hasn't said anything about Liam. As far as I know, look, and please, I don't want. No, but she did say this on there. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. As far as I know, I didn't see anything in my feed where Katie did say something. I didn't see anything. If there is, there may be, but I'm not interested in finding out. I'm not interested in untangling this shit. I already tried my hand on that shit. I don't want any more. I don't want any more to do with this. Anything else to do with this whole situation. But let's listen.
After Riley, and Riley is there, the one behind all of this. He's going around to multiple channels, and it was Katie as well going to other channels in the space, right? Like, not in the space, outside of the space, and sending them clips, out of context clips, and then trying to get other communities to harass me, and then cheering them on from the chat.
So you're saying though it's mostly like a Riley thing, but she's just kind of So it was mainly to target Riley because they shared a show. But then
because she was going to other communities and sending these out of context clips and stuff, right?
Can I ask a question? This is one thing that I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So apparently, it's not because of any. It's not the content itself. There's no defamation type thing that he was initially talking about. All of this is just because Riley said something. Or according to Liam, that Katie is doing stuff, off stream or whatever. I mean, I don't know what else. I think that after striking the channel, anything you do is going to be off stream, because you can't do your show as before, because it's been struck, and so striking channels is never good, and Yeah, there's a 20-minute clip. I think here. Yeah. There's this 20-minute clip. Yeah, Jay Bama did this. Hold on, let me take a look at this. Yeah, Jay Bama posted this clip. You sort of involved yourself in it. There's all kinds of there's so much lore here. And but yeah, so in this clip, we get like the more extended version. Also, Liam just a few moments ago said that Katie likes to clip things out of context. No, now we saw a 53-second clip, and then we get the contrasted with a 20-minute clip, and in which in this 20 minutes, there's much more context added to this whole situation. So you guys can watch it, and you guys can watch it. You guys can take a look at it. But yeah, I mean, from my experience, from my perspective, I've never had Katie come to me say, "Hey, I have this information on Liam. Play this information on Liam so we can, sabotage his life." I have not seen that. I have not seen any evidence of any of that. What I have seen though is Katie on what's his name on Cynic's show when Cynic is bashing Liam or talking about Liam and stuff. So I've seen that. But apart from that, I mean, I don't know, and then I don't care to know. Katie is free to do whatever she wants. If she wants to comment on Liam, she can do that. JJ is free to comment on Liam, whatever he wants. Everybody on the internet is free to comment whatever they want about what they see on the internet. We all have the right to do that. So saying that you don't is a form of it's not free speech. You're not endorsing free speech. It's all the contrary to that. And yes. Oh, sorry. There's also one thing I just remembered. There's also one more point that I wanted to make with this Shane thing on Back Me Bro. Let me bring this up. Hold on, there's another thing. Yeah, hold on, let me bring this back up. There's another thing that I wanted to say about this because there's an interesting dynamic happening here with there's an interesting dynamic happening here with this whole situation of Back Me Bro. Bringing this back up again. Now, there's a few things here. Back Me Bro is a privately owned website, which the owners, we know who they are Shane and Yanzi. They own the website. It is in their entire right to do whatever the fuck they want to do with their website. If they want to include this guy, if they want to include that guy, they want to include that guy, they are in their right to do so. If they want to allow this behavior, that behavior, this other behavior, they are in their right to do so. No one on the internet or anywhere can say, "Hey, Shane, you can't do that." No, it's his own private site. It's his own private site. So he sets the rules. He makes the rules. He sets them up however he wants it. He handles it however he thinks is beneficial for him. And so if there's if someone out there doesn't like it, then they don't have to use the website. I mean, I don't know how, and I'm saying this because there's people like like Geeky Borders. This fucking idiot,
such a crucial part of
fucking idiot, Will Perhomo, and Vicky that have been just bashing, attacking Shane and attacking Back Me Bro. I think the Wheelers are also in it. I don't know. I have no idea what to think about the whole Wheeler situation because apparently they've made peace with Ethan and they're on good talking terms with Ethan, but they're all I don't know, I guess attacking Shane and his website also. I don't get it. So I mean they could do whatever they want. And so if this guy has a problem with if Will Perhomo, because he's the guy that's behind this Geeky Borders account, Will Perhomo, which is Dan Frager's writer for the comic Black Flag that I have not gotten. One day I may get that book, but who knows? But anyways, this idiot is attacking Shane like, no, you can't. Saying this, no, secret tiers are such a crucial part, but apparently not a crucial part, market because Backroom won't have add-ons. And if you take a look at his, let's take a look at his account. It's like post after post after post of talking the chicken bitch Shane Davis writing about draining to make back. What does he care? He's not going to use the website. He's not going to be allowed on the website. What does he care? Embraces this sort of the tyrant, the likes of which puts Camilla Zhang to shame. Backman Bro is going to be more oppressive than Kickstarter could ever dream to be. What does he care? What does he care? Vickyverse, another one. She's also been going on about this whole situation with what's up, Back Me Bro. What they keep dancing around and pretending doesn't exist as some kind of objective criteria. Without an objective criteria, Shane and Yancy are probably leaving themselves wide open to a lawsuit. I don't like Luke Stone, but Fun My Comics featured is tip based as far as I'm aware. This isn't some personal shit because, quite frankly, I'm going to enjoy the fallout. Apparently, it is. I mean, what do you care if Back Me Bro is successful or not? Why do you want to partake in it? Why do you want to participate in it? This is exactly the same shit that SJWs do in comics. This is exactly the same shit. And there's this comic platform. They handle things however they want, but then these people say, no, we want to participate in it also. And they want to like impose their involvement in this in some way or form. And for what reason, I have no idea. Why is Will Perhomo launch a campaign on Back Me Bro? Will he do that? Does he have the intention to do that? Will Vicky launch a campaign on that shit? Is she expecting to make 40K on a campaign on Back Me Bro? Like, I don't get. They're just annoying for the sake of annoyance. Just for the sake of it. Just for the fucking sake of it. And what really trips me out is that Shane takes the time out of his day to answer to all of these allegations. All I would say is, it's my website. I can do whatever I want with it. Fuck off. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. That's it. There's a door. Get the fuck out. And like, if you don't like it, go to Kickstarter, go to Indiegogo, go to Fund My Comic, go anywhere. No, Shane doesn't need to explain himself. He doesn't have to explain himself and say, hey, I'm going to set. No, it's his website. He can do whatever the heck he wants with it. And so that whole situation is it's annoying as fuck. But yeah, let's see what people are saying. JJ was trying to stay out of this too. Liam sent a super chat while Katie was on and asked to come on panel. Yeah, I saw that 20-minute clip. I saw it. And there's a lot to take from that clip, you know, because Katie has said many times, no, because even when she fell out with Frog Tony, she told a bunch of people. I was on the panel. I think she said, if you guys want to jump on Frog Tony's channel, it's okay. I'm not going to say anything. You guys can jump on Frog Tony's show. You can come on my show. It's all good. Katie has always had that stance, you know, where you can just, you know, do whatever. I mean, I'm assuming that the condition would be that just don't talk shit about me. Like, no, I'm assuming something like that. No? But she has never said, either you come here if you don't. If you put Frog Tony on your show, you're also subject to get your channel. Like there's never been that kind of rhetoric coming out of Katie. So I don't know what that situation is though. Katie never sent clips of Liam saying, yeah. I mean, as far as I know, no. If she did, I guess I don't know. Like I mean, I don't. It's not going to affect my judgment on Katie at all. I mean, Katie. I mean. I don't know. I haven't seen anything, so I don't know what to say. I guess we have to cross that bridge. But as far as I know, she hasn't sent anything to anyone talking about Liam or anything. She hasn't sent anything to me. You know, so I could say that at least from my own perspective that I haven't seen that. At least from my, you know, first person perspective, I have not seen any kind of, you know, fishy behavior like that. I've seen fishy ass behavior from Liam. Striking channels and shit, but I haven't seen anything from Katie's end. No, she posted clips of people talking about Liam on her channel. Yeah, and she has the right to do that. Anybody clipping channels can do that also. The camellia rotted the koalas. I guess. The internet's forever. It is. And you have to be very careful about what you guys do on the internet. And so, and anything said and posted becomes fair use. If the koala cannot handle the heat, he should stay out of the Outback kitchen. That's true, man. Yeah, and there is no privacy on the internet. There is no privacy on the internet. You post it on the internet, everybody can use it. Transform it into AI and whatever they. Yeah, so the Wheelers have their own crown. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, they're actually a good example. No, like, well, if it wasn't for this back and forth thing with Shane, they would be a good example. They're not, because they're bashing Shane about his website, but I mean, they should just use their own website. No, they got their own crowdfunding site. JDA is on it. No, they can use it. Whatever. Nobody is saying to the Wheelers, oh, you can't have nudity on your crowdfunding sites. No, nobody's saying that to them. They can do whatever the heck they want with it. No, so they do that stuff. That's up to them. They can. Yeah, they can. They're free to do that. It's their crowdfunding site. You know, I can't impose my ideas on his own privately owned campaign crowdfunding site. It's insane. The Wheelers are narcissists who are constantly attacking people making peace, then immediately backstabbing. That's what it seems like. Hey, Ethan, can we make peace? Shay's a piece of shit. No, like that's what I've gotten from what I've seen. It's just a false narrative they use. SJW cancel taxes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they want to cry about a problem that doesn't exist because they want to try and kill the hype for the site. That's exactly what they're doing. That's SJW shit. That's textbook definition SJW shit. They see this company. Oh, we hate this company. We're going to try to use their TOS against them. No, you can't do that. It's privately owned. Get your hands off it. You can't use my cell phone. It's my cell phone. I can call whoever the fuck I want on my cell phone. No? So I mean, it's insane. Exactly, Joe. Very good, Marcus. Mike TB Dub, right, Elliot. Shane and Yanzi have every right to gatekeep their platform. Folks like JDA, the Wheelers, are not worth the hassle. Yeah, definitely. It's like the wolf is like, why is the sheep not letting me in with the sheep? Like, no, because you're going to endanger everything. No? Katie hasn't even said that people can't talk shit about her. She says, go promote your book however you can. Oh, so we could talk shit about Katie. I shall proceed. That's just what's going on, Ryan? Great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. In your opinion, Elliot, where does the lines between personal and business end? Someone might act like a jackass online, but if they are professional in their business, where do you draw the line? This is a really good question, and this is the kind of question in which I wish my computer would turn off so I could just use that as an excuse to not answer the question. No, I mean, I've always said, and I will continue to say this, at least when it comes to Comicsgate, when it comes to this crowdfunding thing and this whole mechanism that we're doing on X and YouTube, don't get personally invested into any relationship that you may form. No, don't do that, because you're going to take things personal when things are not personal. And I always mention, Richard and Bree, Matt Barr, Phil Diaz, what's this guy's name? Dan Dahl, Dave from Genuine Comics. So I just posted, like, these people were at one time friendly with me. Like I had Dan Dahl on the show. We drew together. Richard and Bree, I didn't have him on the show, but we did. We were cordial. We talked. I can share my DMs, I guess, if you want, with Richard and Bree. We were cordial. Everything was great. But then all of a sudden they turned heel, and so now everything is not great. So yeah. I mean, if you have an opportunity to make a great business move and you don't make it because you have friends with someone else who hates, if you approach the whole crowdfunding scene like that, you're not going to get anywhere because, um, I mean, you're going to always be put in the corner of that. Why are you working with him, or why are you working with that guy, or why are you not? You're always going to be put in that corner. So treat everything as a business. Like if I work with this guy, it's because it's business. I get paid or I pay, and then that's the end of our transaction. Because everybody is friends with everybody, and everybody's ride or die until they're not. No, and that's just the way it is. No, we're good friends, and then tomorrow we're not, and everything can flip. Everything can turn a flip of a dime at any moment. So, and I keep saying this all the time. Like every time I get asked this question, I keep saying it. Like Ben, for example, we've worked together. I would like to continue working with Ben in the future, but I have no idea if Ben's going to turn heel next week and just start saying "fuck all this shit." I'm getting tired of making all these, and just go ballistic. And the same, Marcus Killer Ghoul, like everything's like fuck all this shit. I have no control over that. I don't know if Joe, man, fuck all this shit. I'm getting tired of all this. I'm gonna reap and destroy somewhere else. Like I can't have no control over that. So if that happens, it happens, and it's always sad when it does. I had no idea Dan Fraga was gonna do what Dan Fraga did. I mean, this their decision. I mean, I can't personally invest myself in that. For example, Shelby Robertson, we were cordial, and now he's not. Now we're not as cordial, and I still am waiting for my book. and I don't know. Like I mean, so I just can't take any of that stuff personal. It's just have to treat everything as a business. And also, like for example, in terms of behavior, if someone's acting like a douche, if someone's acting like an asshole, then I mean, I'm assuming that some of that is going to seep through in any business transaction. I'm assuming, I think it's really difficult to separate your own personal quirks and personality traits, even when it comes to business. Like if you're an idiot, it'll seep through. Like I mean, I think Liam is a good example of that. He cannot separate personal from business. He cannot. So he's just gonna. It's his ego. He's got to control a narrative. People have to say this kind of thing about him. Otherwise, there are plotting against him and conspiracies upon conspiracies. That's the way he is. And so he's an example of someone who cannot separate the personal from the business. No, he cannot see the business advantages that he had at his disposal. At his whim, he could jump on CG Kings. He cannot see the benefit in that. Because of some ego and some hate and somebody talking bad about him, he can't. So it's different. I think it's difficult for the personal traits and characteristics to not seep through on a business sense, on a business level also. So I think it's all. I think it's connected. I think no. And Joe says, as soon as I was announced to be on with CG, as soon as to be on with Katie on CG Dark, I was kicked out of the CG Suburbs DM group. Coincidence? I was kicked out of that group too. I was in that group also. I was kicked out of there. I personally thought that they were doing me a favor because those guys are crazy. And yeah, Frog Tony unfollowed me. Liam unfollowed me. I can't post any. You guys think I'm kidding? Hold on. I think I can do it here. Let me look for Frog Tony. If I was on Frog Tony show, I had Frog Tony here. This is what I see from his account. So I'm not following him. He's not following me. He'll make a post about something, and I can't comment on it. Like this, for example, I can't comment on that. Only some accounts can reply. I don't know. So whatever. Like this is another example. No personal and business. Like I mean, It's what it is. No, whatever. Um, I'm not crying in the corner because this is happening. I mean, you just can't take any of this stuff personal. It's whatever. So yeah, man. And yeah, also good morning, bro. The Wheelers site is becoming exactly, and yeah, I don't even want to mess with it. I think EV Comics and JDA are the only ones who aren't. We just have a history of attacking competitors. They went after Fund My Comic. They wanted all the CG to use their website, and they are mad. No one wanted to. No cut for them. Yeah. No business for them. No, and so I mean, you see these practices happening on X and on this crowdfunding site. Like, why would I want to use your crowdfunding site? Like, I see how they behave. I see how they are, and all this other thing. Why would I? No, they have to be aware that their actions and behaviors have a certain optic to it. Like certain people see things in one way. Like you may have all the intentions of the world to do something nice, but if you approach it in negative fashion or negative form, someone can see it in a completely different light and be completely turned off by whatever it is that you're doing. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use the Willis crowdfunding site. As far as I know, I'm going to continue using Fund My Comic. I want to see what happens with Back Me Bro. I'm waiting for you guys to launch campaigns on Back Me Bro, and then if it goes great, then I'll drop in. But yeah, it's a tough line to walk. Like we want friends and community, but also business should be just business. There are so many people that take things personal or use gotchas. Yeah. I was on Rich's show at one point. I have nothing against him personally. He hasn't swung at me, so I generally don't care what he does. Yeah, it's whatever. However, or whenever I post things, I think about the optics. What would potential client think about my professionalism based on whatever I post? Like it can come back and bite you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I've made things for Tony and Liam. I've also made a lighter for Cynic. Shrug. Yeah. It's no problem with. I'm still waiting for Cynic's comic. When is he going to make that comic? When is Imprint going to launch? What's up, Jeremy Burtz? What's up, chat? Business is business. The movement dies if friendships and sides prevent people from making good comics. Yeah. Ben would never turn on me. Our bond is special. Can somebody clip this? Somebody should clip this so that when that Ben eventually turns heel, we'll have evidence. No? Remember when Ben and Art used to be good friends? For sure, my posting is pretty inane. I don't usually make strong statements, so I elicit minimal remarks. Yeah, I do that. I do that offline. I quit indie comics every day. Yeah. I'm back in indie comics when I stream, and when I stop streaming, fuck all this shit. Oh yeah. What's up, Ben? What happened between you and Shelby? No, nothing. I don't know. I've noticed, me personally, I've noticed that when this whole Tampa thing, Dungeoneer thing popped off, I took a side in that whole situation because I think it's important that people at least manifest themselves because I'm cool. I was cool with Shelby. It was cool with Phil. It was cool with Mike Bancroft. Cool with these people, and I didn't want me being cool with him to be interpreted as, oh, he's going to side with us, because it was like that at that time. So I was like, oh, wait, hold up. We're cool, but I just want you guys to know that I like what Ethan's doing. No, Ethan's he's a comic book professional. I got a lot to learn from him. I want to learn from him. I want to hang out with him. Plus, I also have seen back then, even now, and in the future, this is going to always continue. There's chats, there's groups, there's chat rooms where people talk shit. No, I mean, it's what it is. And so when I heard that this group of people were talking like this, I was like, it doesn't surprise me. No, I'm like, I've seen a few things being said. So I know, like, for example, if this comment gets said, okay, there's I can see how that could be said. Or if this comment, okay, I can see how that being said. So I don't want any part of that shit. No, I don't want any part of that shit. So because I don't agree with that. And so when I started making my stance known to that, I noticed that some people just started, distancing themselves away from me. Um, and it's crazy because I'll look on X and then I'll see like a post. I was like, oh, look at what's going on with this guy, and then I'll see that he's not following me, and was like, oh, okay, whatever. No, so there's nothing there's nothing being said with Shelby and I, but he's not. He used to follow me. He's not following me. I don't know what the reason for that was. I'm assuming it's that. So I don't know. And oh no, and I also did have a situation with I did have a situation for my comic for Ominus because I'm a big fan of Shelby's work to this day. I'm a big fan of his work. I'm a big fan of his inks. I love his inks. I love his coloring work. I got the Shelby cover for Reaper Destroyer #1 because I thought it was great, and I love his coloring. And so when I did the cover for Ominus #1, when I did the cover, hold on, I'll show you the cover that I'm talking about. That's what happened with me and Shelby. He plugged the cable on me and took me out. Fucking A. All right, let me get. I'm sorry. Something's happening on my computer. I apologize again to everybody. Please be patient with me. And I'll see what I can do about this. Maybe I have to get a new battery, new charger, or something. So I'll try to solve that, and as soon as I can. No, but yeah, talking about Shelby. Yeah, there's nothing. I have no beef with Shelby. He's an excellent artist. I love his inks. I love his coloring. So much so that he was my first pick for coloring this. He was my first pick. And this is the cover for Ominus, Avenging Death. And the first person I wanted to have to color this was Shelby. I contacted Shelby and I was like, hey man, I would like, are you open? Are you available for coloring? And he said, yeah, just send it to me. And it was he didn't give me a price. He didn't tell me when it would be done. Nothing. Just like, yeah, I'm down for it. I sent him the files, and I was like, I sent you the files. And he's like, okay, I'll take a look at it, or something like along the lines of that. And I never heard from him. Like I didn't hear from him. Like what was it? Like a month? I think it was like a month. I didn't get any flats. I didn't get anything. I didn't get a price. I don't know if I had no idea if he was gonna like do it for free, which I would not have accepted. No, because I don't like doing that. I please, if you're a creator out there, please don't take any work for free. Charge for everything that you do. What you're doing is a price. It has a price, and the price has to be respected, and you have to pay for what you want. No, so please don't do any work for free. Yeah, don't do that, because you guys are going. I mean, the idea is, no, I'm going to hook you up because you're my boy, you're my friend, and friend. That's mixing the personal with the business, and then you don't do that because subconsciously you expect something in return from that person, whether you accept it or not. You subconsciously no, and so don't do that. No, if you're going to provide your artistic services, comic book services, there has to be money exchanged in return. Don't do anything for free. So I had no idea. I didn't get a response from Shelby for like a month or something like that. And I was like, and at that time I was like, well, I was in a dilemma because like, man, I was thinking to myself, if Shelby's not going to do this, I would love Matt Yackett to take a crack at it. But can I get Matt to do that? I don't know if I can get Yackett to do that. And I was like, should I text Matt and then get Matt? And then like I was saying, like, what happens if Matt says yes and Shelby says yes? I can't pay for both of these guys. So I was in the dilemma, and I was like, I was waiting. And I was like, man, fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Let me ask Matt. And I asked him, and he said, yeah, I'm down for it. And I still didn't hear anything from Shelby. And I was like, fuck it. All right, Matt, here's the files. Please color it. And Matt gave me the price. He did everything though. And Matt responded with me, like he gave me the colors, like the finished colors back, like a few days later, like a week later, something like that. And I was like, shit. He did it fast. He did it great. I was really happy with it. This is what we got. And I got no response from Shelby. And as soon as I got the confirmation from Matt, I texted Shelby, like, Shelby, I don't want the colors anymore. Thank you very much. Don't worry about it. And he was like, oh, I thought that you still wanted, like, no, like you didn't respond in over a month. And it's like, no, I need to get this done. And so that's the only thing but that's ever happened between us. But despite that, that's just miscommunication. But yeah, I dig Shelby's artwork. I love his artwork. His campaign was one of the first campaigns I backed. Rage Tality. I think my first CG fan art was Rage Tality, and I love his character. I hope I get that book, but who knows? But now he's not following me. I'm not following him. So something happened there, and it can be petty. I don't know what you guys think. I respect your decision, but I have my opinion, and I go where I'm wanted. I go where I'm welcomed. I'm not going to enforce. I'm not going to impose or enforce my presence upon anyone. So if I want to hang out with you, and you don't want to hang out with me, and I see that you don't want to hang out with me, it's all good, man. You don't need to worry about it. I'm gonna go hang out with people who do want to hang out with me. So if I don't feel welcomed in the space, I'm not going to participate in it. So fuck it. It's all good. I'll hang. I got my own channel. I can hang out here with you guys. I don't have to like do all this other thing. So yeah. So it's petty for me like that. No. So if you want to call it that, no. Like if you don't follow me, I don't follow you. If you don't if you don't retweet my artwork, retweet my post because it takes nothing for you to retweet something, then I won't retweet yours. No, it's just as simple as that. I don't call it petty, whatever. Then that's how I approach things with comics and all these other stuff. No, so yeah, so I just go where I feel welcome. No, so if he stopped following me, I stopped following him. And it was funny because I caught Ethan doing that one time on a show. He was like, "Oh, I like this guy's artwork. He does really good artwork." I'm like, "Oh, is he following me? Oh, he's not following me. Fuck that. He's not. I'm not following you." I was like, I was glad I wasn't the only crazy one like that. I do agree with this. What do they do when I would take contact, make merch for them? Hell yes. Like I do agree with Disney with like 9% of what they do. No, but would I take a contact to make merch for them? Yeah, I mean that's up to you, man. I mean if you like to do that, I would never do that. I never got offended. I never get offended unless I don't get boob pics. Then I'm like, what the hell am I sending out all this unsolicited dick pictures? There you go. Even people who think they'll never buy an LLC, their history might come back to haunt them. He's making that comic when he's good and ready. That's when. Shelby? Yes, probably. Yeah, I haven't talked to Shelby in a while either. As far as I know, we are still cool. But then again, a lot of people pulled their support from me when I joined the King. So who knows? Yeah, the same thing happened with me when I joined CG. I did a short 5-page comic with a group of guys. And when I said that, yeah, I would support CG, I'm in favor of CG, the colorist of that strip that I did said, take my name off the credits. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, whatever, man. So it's people are like that. It's all right. I broke Elliot with my question. They got him. Yeah, thanks. It is what it is. Yeah, it's all good, man. Hasn't shipped yet. The people are mad at Ethan for Race Shouty. I have not received my copy of Race Shouty. I have not received my copy of Black Flag, and so some diaper babies. So I don't know. So I mean, and normally the people that are in that camp, that's the first thing they point to. It's like, where's Rainbow the Brute? No, but there's other campaigns out there that have not fulfilled. And it's not just a strictly CG problem. It's expected with indie comics. We are crowdfunding the comic. The comic is not done, so we have to wait to get it done. And yeah. So yeah, all right. So that's it. That's all for the drama portion of the show. There's no more talk about this nonsense. Now let's talk about Ominus. All right, so if you guys are unaware, last year I launched a campaign. Here is the trailer for the campaign. This is for my preview. It's a preview book for my comic called Ominus. Ominus is a concept that I had when I was 15 years old. And basically, it's the basic, very simple premise is what would happen if Elliot tried to do Final Fantasy in comic book form, specifically Final Fantasy VII. Or just Final Fantasy in general, because each installment of Final Fantasy is a completely different story with completely different characters and a completely different bad guy, completely different world. And I was like, I like that premise. Everything is different. So, but what if we did it as a comic book? How would that look like? What kind of cool kick-ass shit could you draw with that? And so my whole approach for Ominus is make Final Fantasy in comic book form. That's basically like the nitty-gritty of it. So I have my main character. I have his ensemble supporting cast. There's a villain, and there's monsters. There's all kinds of things, and I can let my imagination just let loose and create all kinds of crazy shit. So last year I launched the Ominus Avenging Death, which and it came out because I revealed the character that I shouldn't have. But I'm glad I did now. And that character is Deathmonger. You can see his face right here. So Deathmonger is a hit. People love Deathmonger, but Deathmonger is not the main thing of my book. My book is not solely based on Deathmonger at all. My book is based on Zadok and his adventure in this story that I'm writing for him. And he's going to encounter Deathmonger, but Deathmonger is not the main villain. And so, I did the preview book, and the preview book focuses entirely on Zadok and Deathmonger because that's what people wanted. I did that because that's what people wanted to see, and I also wanted to play around with it, and so I also wanted to play around with it. So I created the comic as a short 10-page preview, and I launched the campaign last year. I think I did pretty great. I'm completely happy and satisfied. My whole thing with crowdfunding is always going to be I want to get funded. That's it. If I get funded, I'm perfectly happy. And so here's the campaign. Here's the trailer for that campaign, just to refresh our memories of what that was. Love that trailer. I gotta make another one. And so now I did that, launched the campaign, funded the campaign, fulfilled the campaign, backers got their books, everybody's happy, great. Now we're on to the graphic novel. Now I have to draw the actual graphic novel. And for my graphic novel, I have already written the book out. I have it planned for it to be 62 pages. There could be more because I want to have creative freedom to do whatever I want. If I wanted to add another page, add an extra page here or there, I want to do that. But I want to tell the story the way I have it in my head. I don't know if it's going to translate to the comic medium. I don't know if people are going to enjoy it or not. But it's an idea that I have, and I want to make this idea come true. So, and then with the reception of Ominus from my comic, my conclusion to that is, wow, people like what I'm doing with Ominus Avenging Death. At least that's what I like to think. I hope you guys didn't back it just because Elliot's a nice guy. I hope that's not the reason, but I'll take that too. Yeah. And so here's the campaign that I launched last year. Based on the success of this campaign, I would say I got the impression that, hey, there's 149 people that are interested. I raised this much money after having a $1,500 goal, so it's like, so people like it, so let's do more. So that's the idea. So here is and here's the presentation. Here's the art drop. Oh, thank you very much. Hey, Gray Cloud. What's up, Gray? Great to see you, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. So here's the presentation. We're going to look at all the art. I got over 30 pieces of art to show you guys, just to give you guys a taste of what we're working with here, because Ominus Avenging Death is done. We're done with that. And now we're looking at Ominus Volume 1. Ominus Volume 1, which is the first graphic novel setting off this whole ominous story. I have in mind to do maybe 3 or 4 volumes, and then that'll be the end of Ominus. After I'm done with Ominus, I'm going to shut down the channel. I'm done with all this comic stuff. I drew these guys. Hell yeah! Thank you very much, Marcus. I appreciate that support, man. And so here's the main character. This is concept art of the main character. His name is Zadok. He wields a big sword. After designing all this, I realized that the sword looks quite similar to the sword that this guy uses on Berserk. I've never read that comic, but I was like, oh shit, it looks like what I did. And then he's got this symbol. We're gonna find out what that symbol means in the comic. And so this is his get up. Um, in terms of design wise, this is very basic, and it's intentional in that way, because I also want to let you know that Zadok is going to go through a journey similar to Luke Skywalker. You know, at the beginning of episode 1, Luke is a farm boy. He's got all white clothes on. You know, he starts his adventure that way. By the end of the story, Luke is a Jedi Knight dressed in black, and he can control his powers, very well. So Zadok is going to go through that kind of transition where this is how we see them at the beginning of the journey, but this is not how we see him at the end. At the end, he's going to look completely different. Not completely different. I mean, he's going to look different. It's not going to be the same as this. No? So this is how he looks like in this particular book. In the next book, I think there's going to be change. So here's some pinup work that I did for Zadok. I have shown this off before. This is artwork from a while back. But this is I think I'm going to make this trading card art. So here we have this picture of Zadok with his sword, slashing his sword. Here we have Zadok working on technology. Now, so Zadok is a character that, apart from fighting with his sword, he's also got a lot of technological know-how. He knows how to work with machines, and he's got his own machines, and he creates stuff, and he's very techie in that kind of way. So here's a piece that I did. This is a pinup. I have not used this in the Ominus Avenging Death book, but I will use this in volume 1. I think I did use it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to use this in volume 1. And so here we see Zadok. This is in his house, doing what he does best, working with his machines and making stuff. He's a techie guy. And I got that colored also. And this is what it looks like with the colors. The colorist for all of the pieces that I'm going to show you is the same colorist on Ominus Avenging Death. Yeah, he agreed to continue coloring the book. So as far as I'm concerned, he's going to be the colorist for everything when it's all said and done. And unless there's any changes, hopefully there aren't, but he's going to be the colorist. So here is Zadok working on the piece. You can see the logo here in the back. And that's a family crest. It's a family emblem. It's a symbol that that's corresponds to his family, and it's all over his house. It's important for him and his family. And here's another character. His name is Silas. This is like my first character concept art that I did for this character. What he's wearing is military officer or armor that military people and police officers, I guess you could say, would wear in this world that they live in. So he's a soldier. He's a soldier in for his country, which is the same country where Zadok lives in. Zadok is not a soldier, but this guy is. His name is Silas, and here he is. There's differences in the suit from this picture to the other because I have been making some changes to the design. Some minor changes. Here are the colors for that. This symbol that you see here on his chest and on his shoulder pad, this is the symbol for the kingdom in which they live. They live in this kingdom that's called Athira, Athira. It's in the chat. That's the name of the country where these two characters live. Silas is a soldier in that country, and Zadok is a farmer in that country. So there's two different people, two different jobs. And yeah, so now I'm going to look at Zadok's family. Unlike many comics where Bruce Wayne's parents are dead, Spider-Man's parents are dead, everybody's parents are dead, Disney movies, there's no dad in Disney movies. Unlike that, in my comic, there is a family. There is a supporting family. You do meet Zadok's dad, his mom, and his sister. And I've shown this this artwork before. This is character concept art of his dad. His dad's name is Merrick. He's a farmer. He's an ex-soldier. He used to be a soldier back in the day when he was younger, but now He's he stopped with the military stuff, and now he's working as a farmer, raising his children with his wife. So he's settled down, I guess you can say, in that case. Then we have his wife, which is Zadok's mother. Her name is Rose. I drew this a while back also. Is there a date to this? Crap, I don't have a date to this. This must be like 2022, 23, something like that. And that's his mom. They work in they're farmers. They work with crops. That's how they make a living for themselves. And then this house in this farm where Zadok lives, he also has a space where he works with technology and stuff like that, because that's his hobby. That's what he likes to do. And then apart from that, we have his sister. Her name is Sabine. And this is his sister, his younger sister. Zadok is 18. Sabine would be 16. And this is my best attempt at drawing a 16-year-old girl. And I didn't want to make it too voluptuous, things like that, because it's a girl. It's just an underage girl. I don't want to promote that kind of idea. So that's my best attempt at it, and hopefully I can make it better in the comic. But that's his little sister. And yeah, so that's his family. We see his family, and his family is they're going to appear in the book, and we're going to see some sequential art with his dad today also. So we have that. So this is all that I have been able to show you guys in the last few years. Now, what I'm going to show you is the new stuff. Here's the beginning of the art drop. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the colors. The colors for these characters. If you like, I'm sorry, if you could please rate the art. Rate everything you see. 1. I'm sorry. 10 is no. Wait, what is it? Oh, one is good. What can I say? 1, I like it. 2, I don't like it. Yeah, rate everything you see. Give me a number. 10 is excellent. 0 is horrible. Yeah. Rate everything you see. 10 excellent, 0 horrible. So please give me a rating, because I want to know what you guys think of this. What do you guys think of the colors? What do you guys think of the concept? What do you guys think of everything? I don't want to be just strictly art, or although you can say that, tell me, I like this artwork, I think it's great, or you can tell me I think it sucks, or tell me I like what's it called? I like the concept, I don't like the colors. No, let me know. So this is Merrick, farmer, with his pitchfork, and yeah. Here is Zadok's mom, colored up. With her crops. And I'm going to be promoting this artwork on X. Also, I'm going to be posting a bunch of this stuff on X. Yeah, thank you very much, Subjugates. Yeah, rate everything you see. Please, I encourage everybody else to do the same. And then this is his sister Sabine. All right, so again, please give me the rating. What do you guys think of the colors? What do you guys think of the art? What do you guys think of the concept? Do you like it? Yay, nay? What do you guys think? Let me know. So these are his relatives, his family. His dad, mom, and sister. And this is Zadok right here. That's Zadok. This is his dad, mom, and sister. And more artwork, big drop. I'm going to show you guys where they live. And this is actually the first double page spread in the book. Double page spread in the book. Bam. This is where they live. This is the farm where they live at. Awesome stuff, man. Give me a number. Read it. So here we can see there's trees everywhere. Their house is like built like into like the side of this cliff, and what we see here is this area of the house. But I don't know if you guys can tell. You probably can tell with the color version of this. But the house is like in the this cliff. So you can see here, there's a chimney that's coming up from the ground. So like further into this cliff, they have their kitchen and then other rooms in the house. And so here we just have a few areas here on the outside, but the rest of it is underground here in this cliff. Here on the right side, you see the farm, where they do their farming. And then here we see a contraption. This contraption is something that Zadok built. He made this, and this is to help facilitate moving the crops. So they'll do the crop thingy. They'll load it up on this, and then they'll raise it up to the second level, and then here they'll load it on the wagon, and then from the wagon they take it back into the city, and they'll do the trading and then do things where they can make money and stuff like that. So this is their house. That is their house. 10 on everything. You have talent, bro. Thank you very much, man. That house is cool. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Yeah. Let me please rate everything you see. Yeah, fathers are incredibly important. Yeah, that's why I wanted to include Zadok's dad in this. They're not going to be part of the adventure, but they're going to be very influential to what he does throughout the adventure. And so here we can also see that symbol. That symbol is on their house. This area here is where Zadok likes to do his techie stuff. It seems like a third story. It seems like it's a third story building, but it leads right to where this cliff is here. So it's on like the third floor, I guess you could say, of that. Here's the stairs where they can go from this house, this door here, and go all the way up. Then when they get to this, there's a right turn there, and they go up to that, and that's their house. That's where they live. And this is also where the adventure starts, because this is the beginning of the adventure. This guy, what we see here, is a mailman of sorts, and then we'll see more of this in the sequential section, the sequential part. So that's where they live. Now, so those are the characters. Now there's two new characters that I'm introducing today, and they're also heavily mentioned in they're very important in this first book. The first one is Zadok's uncle, which is this guy's brother, his brother. His name is Quintus, and here is the design for Quintus. That's Merrick's brother. That's Zadok's uncle. He's going to help Zadok in this first. He's going to be in this whole adventure, I think, or for the first part of this adventure. He's going to be mentioned in the comic in this first book, and he's going to help Zadok in this first part of the adventure. And unlike Merrick, Quintus is still active in the military, though. He's still working in the military for the kingdom, so he's still very active. And there's this weapon. It's a bow staff, but it's got this like a scythe on it, on the side of it. This angle is not very doesn't we don't get to see the weapon very clearly, but you'll see it in the book. And his name is Quintus. And that's his design. The jacket, he'll lose the jacket in the comic. Like, he'll take it off. He's not going to fight with that jacket, but that's what it is. Take a look at that hatch work. Rate it, please. Take a look at that hatch work. Oh, that's nice. I dig it. Oh, yeah, I dig it. I dig my own artwork. This is recent. Unlike the dad, the mother, and the sister, this is recent. The dad, mother, and sister, that was done years ago, or a year or two ago. But this is recent. That's his and that's his uncle. Exactly, they're drama farmers. There you go. So that's Quintus. That's Zadok's uncle. Now, the villain in this book, the villain is not Deathmonger. Deathmonger is the villain for book 2. Deathmonger is the villain for the preview book that I launched, but he is not the villain for the first graphic novel. For the first graphic novel, we have this villain. And here's the first look at this villain. This guy is a terrorist, and at the moment, I will not reveal the name. I'll reveal the name later. But at the moment, I'm not revealing the name. Now, he is a terrorist. He is a subversive individual, and he is dressed here in the same military garments that we see our hero Silas. Now, so here we got this, the red, the silver, this all this stuff. This guy is dressed in the same thing. That doesn't mean he's a good guy. That means he's using it as a costume to try to infiltrate different layers of different areas of this kingdom. No, he's a terrorist. He's subversive. He's sneaky, and he's incredibly dangerous and deadly. His weapon of choice is a gun and a knife, a dagger. His weapon of choice. No, so we're going to see him use it a lot in the comic, and that's who he is. He's got his mask. He's got this scarf type thing to try to help conceal his identity, try to help him, be more undercover-ish in this kingdom where he lives, where this is happening. And so let's take a look at some of this hatch work. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, look at the hatch lines. Look at that. Oh yeah. Take a look at the art. Oh yeah, buddy. I'm getting excited with all this art. Look at the hatch line on that. Again, rate it. Rate it. What do you think? You guys like it? You guys don't like it? Let me know. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it as similar as I can, because I want if they are a family, then I want you to see that. And yeah, and this is the silhouette that we have in my background today. Take this down. Take me down just for. You see it? That's the bad guy. His name is Terrorist. He's Terry the Terrorist. That's his name. And here's my first pinup / card art for this villain. Here we see him in his. This is the one of the sneak peeks that I showed off. Here is the first look at him. In this case, he's wielding two knives. No, he changes between weaponry, but it's basically knives and the gun. Please rate it. What do you guys think? Take a look at the hatch work on this. Oh man, look at the hatching. Oh yeah, look at the beautiful hatching. Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's the villain. That's the villain of this first book. We're going to go from minor to major, because Deathmonger is coming in book 2. In book 1, we got this guy, so Zadok has to fight this guy. And then in book 2, we'll see Deathmonger, and then things are just going to escalate. I'm showing. I'm just giving you the tip, and then slowly I'm going to give you the rest of it. I'm just giving you the tip, and then slowly we'll get the rest. So I'm just. That's the whole premise for my book. I don't want to just from the get-go throw on you a bunch of confusing things, names, places. No, I want you to try to get a feel for things, get adjusted to it, and then bam, I'll hit you with some more stuff. It's gonna be gradual. And yeah, so please rate everything. Rate everything you see. 10 is excellent. 0 is horrible. Now, that's the first card art, and then here is my first pinup of sorts. I think I might make this card art also. And here we see Terry the Terrorist attacking another soldier. Now you can see the guy wearing the soldier outfit on here. and this guy is slashing him across his chest, completely destroying him. Also, take a look at the artwork. Take a look at the hatch lines. Oh yeah, buddy. He's feeling it right across his face. Rate it. What do you guys think? Is it worthy? 8. Yeah, all right. Nice. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. These characters look fun to draw. Dope. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm creating them. I get to do whatever the heck I want, whatever the heck I think is cool, and I get to just, I'm just gonna go in and just enjoy myself drawing this. And yeah, I like the look. Yeah, all of the weapons I have designed. I designed all the weapons. Everything you see here is of my design. And so I hope you. Yeah, I hope you like it, and I'm glad that you're liking it so far. So that's the character. That's the villain. He's the bad guy. He's the big menace of this book. Quintus is going to help. The family is going to help. Silas is going to be there also. His sword is bigger. And Zadok is going to be there also. So it's going to be a great book. It's going to be a great fight. I hope you guys are ready for it. And yes. Now, next is the sequential artwork. So now I'm going to show you the sequential artwork that I have. I finished page 1 to page 11. We're going to look at all of that. At first, I was going to say I was going to conceal a few pages because I don't want you guys to see everything. But I was like, nah, fuck it. Let's take a look at all of it. So this is page 1. And I've shown off so far page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've shown this off before on Katie Dish channel, I believe, also. So I've shown this off before, and so now I'm going to show this to you as some more sequential artwork, and I'm also going to show off colors. So I got colors today. So this is how the book starts. This is page 1. We see these two guys running. We see this building in the background. The building has the symbol. And if you were keen, you know that this is the symbol that's on the soldiers' armor. So this is a military place. This is something, like a government building type thing. And so they're running. Here is page 2. You see the soldiers running into the building. They're late for a meeting, and then here we see the meeting. We have a sergeant here of this country. And he's they're in the middle of a meeting. He's debriefing. He's briefing his soldiers on what's happening in the kingdom and stuff like that. And so here we are. There's the meeting, and then this guy has a question, and he defers the question to a second in command. And here is Terry the terrorist. This is where we first see him. I drew him like this. His hair is not as exuberant as it is on the previous artwork because I want you to see the transition from how he blends into the background and then how he is when he reveals himself. And so Terry the terrorist is ready to do his terrorist things. and then here he Here he brandishes his gun, and then plow, blast that boy in his head. Plow, plow, plow. I've shown this off before. Now here we can see the evilness seep in, changing the hair a little bit. We see this guy. He looks pretty sinister himself, and he's in complete shock and surprise because terrorism is like that. Terrorism is not apparent. It's not in your face. No, it's anybody among your friends can be a terrorist. No, and that's something that we learned in the States. Here in Peru, terrorism is almost part of our culture because we have fought terrorism here many times, and it's crazy how people that you thought were your friends or neighbors end up being terrorists, and then they do all kinds of crazy stuff. And so here the sergeant finds out that some of his own soldiers are terrorists, and so here we see a mutiny of sorts. And on page 5. We see soldiers fighting against soldiers. So this is like this picture. Soldier against soldier. but the soldier is a terrorist. No, some of them are good, some of them are bad, and then we see this melee break out, and we see the sergeant's face of concern. This guy's trying to kill as many people as possible, and then he's going for his gun because he wants to help out. And then when he gets to it, he gets ambushed by one of the bad guys. Any last words? Plow. He gets shot up. Plow. It says this was a presentation about how dudes who part their hair in the middle are nerds. Terry wasn't having it. Hell yeah. And so yeah, this is all that I have shown off previously. No, but now we're going to look at the next few pages. Now, I wanted to keep page 6 and page 7 under wraps because some of it could be spoilery. But then I decided, let me show it. But I haven't had the chance to do my digital touch-ups with page 6 and 7 just yet. I was able to get the other pages done, but not 6 and 7. So what I'm going to show you is page 6 and page 7, and like the pencils and the inks finished, but not digitally fixed yet. I haven't done any touch-ups to it. So after this guy gets shot, this is what happens next. This is page 6, and we see the massacre that happened. We see a bunch of different soldiers dead on the ground. And we can see the blue line from the from the comic. We see the guy here. There's no head. Where did his head go? And so yeah, there's Terry the terrorist, and then the other terrorists that have survived, trying to do their terrorist things. So the guy here goes for the sergeant's credentials because there's something very important in this building, which is what they were after. Here's Terry the terrorist. Give me the card. And so they go to, this is the panel 4. And so here are all the terrorists. These are the villains of this book. In this military building, they're approaching this door. And here's page 7. They insert the card, and then they have access to what they've been looking for, which is this. And I want you guys to pay attention to the book, because there's a lot of things here. For example, we can see in this corner here, there's the mask that he later wears. There's garments here, weapons of all kinds, and it's a military base of sorts. So there's all kinds of military weapons, ammunition, all kinds of things that they have, and then they have this. And this is the opening scene, the opening scene of Ominus Volume 1. Now Elliot's going to show his junk. Wait, not that, but his new one. Hell yeah. And so yeah, rate it. What do you think story-wise, panel-wise, pace-wise, art-wise? What do you guys think of all this? And so yeah, I still have to touch up a few things. There's a few things that I have to touch up. This is just raw inks. Just a few things to correct, I think. Yeah. And then from here, we go to the next page, which is the first double page spread. And that's Zadok's house. So we change scenes from this military base to Zadok's house. And then here's where the story starts for Zadok as this guy arrives. All right. So let me know, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gray. Let's see. Hold on, I'm typing something in the chat. Yeah, it's all good, man. No problems. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ben. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so please don't forget, guys, rate everything you see. So yeah, so that's Zadok's house. And then next page. This would be page 8 and 9. 8 and 9 on your book. No, so open it, page 8 and 9. I'm planning on putting the credits here at this top right corner and then have the birds like, fly over the credits. This is the plan. Hopefully I can make it work. And then here is this page. I showed this page off, like the actual physical page on the show a while back, and there were comments that you guys made that it doesn't look right. I was breaking the 180 rule, and I had to redraw a bunch of this stuff, and I had to redraw this panel. And so I redrew everything. I asked Dan Lawless for some advice. He helped me out with this. I showed him this. He said this looks much better. And this is the page this is page 10. And so here we see this the mailman arrive. This is Zadok's dad. He's working on the wagon. Zadok's dad is working on the wagon. And the mailman hands Zadok's father, Merrick, the mail. He's not very happy. And then we'll find out why in the story. And then he's reading the mail. And he's where's Zadok? I'm looking for Zadok. And then the mailman, he's riding off. And then he turns around and then he sees Zadok. And this is Zadok's first appearance in the book. This is the first time we see them in the book. No, man, I can never learn or improve if I don't get like real feedback. So if you guys tell me you like this or you don't like this, then I need that feedback so I can improve. And yeah, so please it's okay. You don't have to, don't hold back. Just tell me what you think. And here on the left, we see the shed type place where Zadok works. We see the machines here that I mentioned, that I showed you in this previous pinup. Here Zadok is working on this contraption, on this machine in his shed in his house. And then we see this in the book. We see this here in the book. We see this here. So there's the machine. And here's the contraption that he's working on. He's working on this contraption. He's like, and then he shows his dad what the contraption is. And then here's page 11. This is my famous 10 panel page. Here are the 10 panels that I did on this page. The sequence that I wanted to show here is how Zadok's contraption, how it works and how it's like actually fixing the wagon. So here at the very first panel, we can see that Merrick is still invested in reading the mail, like trying to find out what the mail is. Here on the left, we can see the Zadok's shed and some of his stuff. And then here we see Zadok putting down the contraption next to the wagon where they're standing. And then here Zadok presses the button, and then the machine comes to life. The machine comes to life. We see the arms. There's a bunch of arms. There's a display. It's not a very simple design. It's very complex because Zadok is still learning about technology. He hasn't figured out things just yet. And then the machine starts advancing towards the wagon. And then here we see the machine lift up the wagon, grab the wheel, fix the axle, and then start putting the wheel on the wagon and making the wagon ready to work, because Zadok using the wagon is also part of the story. And here we see the family symbol that Zadok put on his machine. It's a W and a 1. The name of this machine is called Wagon 1. That's the name of this machine. He created this called Wagon 1. So I wanted to show you Dad, Wagon 1, and then Zadok is just completely excited with seeing how his machine works. So he's really happy with what's going on. Thanks, man. Yeah. What's up, Will? So great to see you, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. And yeah, so rate everything. What do you guys think? Is it 10, 0? What do you guys think? Rate everything. And so this is what we have. This is my 10-page panel. I hope it reads great. No, I think it reads okay. But yeah. So that's the panel. And so that's everything that I've done so far. It's not a lot, but I mean, you guys can see that the line art, at least for everything, is it's detailed. I want to take my time with it, make sure everything looks great, and yeah. And so now, I want to show you guys what your contributions to Ko-Fi have been able to help me with, and. And just to let you guys know again, your support on Ko-Fi means a lot because I'm able to use the money that you guys send to get these pages colored. So I appreciate that support. If you throw any kinds of tips, I will see it here in the chat, and I will play a clip for you guys. So here is the link. I'll be sure, if you can, to drop any tips that you can in the tip jar. So now what I'm going to show you is most of the same things again, but in this case I'm going to show you with color, because now I have color for most of this. So here we have page 11, and now we're going to go back through page 1 through 11 with colors. Now please rate what you see. Here's the colors for page 1. Oh shit! Take a look at the line art. Here are the colors for page 1. What do you guys think of the colors? Let me know what you guys think. Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that noise or not. Will says, did he make that contraption just to fix the wagon? Yes. Other stuff, no. Or it could be. He could reprogram it to something else. Having 2 robot hands pop out like that makes me think it could do other things. Nah, I'm saying, yeah, it could be. Yeah, definitely. He could reprogram it. I mean, he's the tech guy. He can make it do whatever he wants. No, for this scene, he makes it fix the wagon, but it could potentially do other things. Yeah. I'm digging how yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that's page 1. Here's page 2. This is the scene. Now, this is the establishing shot. They're in this military base in the middle of the woods, in the place that is understood, or I'm telling you, that's kind of secluded. These 2 soldiers are arriving late. Here you get a glimpse of the suit of the soldier's attire. Here's the military base. Now here I have added this map that was not in the line art. We have the sergeant. Now we have the sergeant fully colored, and here we see names of cities. This first city here is Daflon, and this is where Zadok is from. So Zadok, his farm is in Daflon. This is another city, Thraxton, and then this is another city, Anik. The story of this book is Zadok's trip from Daflon to Anik. So he's going from this city, this small village, to this city. So that's basically that's the premise of this first story, him going to Anik, and then what happens in Anik. And then we have then we have page 3 colors. So here are the other soldiers in the military, and here we have this scene. We have Terry the terrorist, and then you have random soldiers here. You have the sergeant. He's gonna refer the question to because here in this scene, for example, this guy here in the center, he's asking the question. Then he defers the question to this guy, and this guy starts answering the question, and everybody's paying attention. But Terry, the terrorist, is thinking of something else. He wields his weapon, Here's the gun, and then we're gonna see the next page. Hey, brother, love what I'm seeing here. Thanks, man. What's up, Cole? I'm glad you are enjoying it, man. Awesome, man. Great close up on that face. Nice. Oh, on the previous page? Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm trying to do my best artwork here, so I'm taking my sweet ass time with this, making sure it looks great, and I want to give you guys the best, the best that I can. And I'm not gonna lie, I have difficulties drawing faces, and so what I set myself out to do on this page is draw as many faces as possible. So I'm drawing pages as much as I can, and I'm pretty sure I can safely say this, that I'm getting better at it. These pages are from like a year ago or 2 years ago, and so I was doing this back then, for example, a recent piece that I did was this. I like how I did this face. I like these faces here. No, Zadok's face. I think for the expression that I'm trying to do, and also considering that he's 18, he's rather young. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I did this face also for his uncle, and I think I'm getting better at it. So I mean, if it's something that I think that I need to work on, then I will draw that even more than I have to. Because I could easily hide everything with a mask and then not draw a mask, or not draw a face and just draw a mask. But I want to challenge myself in that way. So I want to draw, improve in areas where I feel I may be weak in. So, and so yeah, so blam, he shoots him in the face, and we see the laser beam or whatever just go straight out of the gun, destroy his brain. This guy's enjoying what he's seeing. The sergeant is shocked. We got Terry the terrorist here. And then onlooker like, oh shit, he blew that guy's head off. And he's like, hey, get this under control. And then here's where he makes his revelation that he's also part of the problem. Then we see the mutiny unfold as people are getting shot, and he's like, oh shit. And so these are the colors for this page. Please let me know in the chat what you guys think. Nice, looks great. Their faces have definitely gotten better. I like them. Awesome. They seem simple but have good detailing expressions. Thank you. I'm trying my best, man, and I'm going to continue to improve in the upcoming pages now. And so that's what happens on this page. And then on the next page, which is also colored, we see the mutiny, take a foot. So the mutiny happen. People are soldiers fighting soldiers. This guy on the left is a terrorist. This guy on the right is not. This guy's shooting guy. You can see his leg and his arm right there. And so they're fighting, and he's happy about it. He's like, oh shit, what's happening? And so he's going for his weapon. He gets the weapon, then he gets ambushed. Now look at that face. I dig it. Seriousness of the face. Any last words? And then plow, blow your head off. And yeah, that's what I have. This is pages 1 through 5, already colored, pencil inked and colored. Making progress on the book already. So and then page 6 and 7 are not colored yet. They're going to get colored. So I'll do the inks. I'm sorry, the inks are done. I just have to do the digital touch up, make it ready for printing. Then I send it over to the colorist, Emmanuel Ordaz. He's doing the colors for all this. And so I'll send it to him, and then I'll get the colors back. Then I'll add it to this, and I'll show you guys, what I've been doing with that. And then here is Zadok's house now in color. Please rate this in the chat. So here we see his house. We have the house, and like I mentioned, the house, you see like one part of the house here on the outside, but the house is actually like built into the bottom of this cliff. So it's like Further along in the cliff, there's other rooms like the kitchen, other areas, and we can see here, for example, there's a chimney that's coming up out of the ground, which is where the kitchen would be, and the kitchen is somewhere back here, but in the back underneath the ground. We have the stairs, so they're able to come up here. When they get to the top, they turn right, and there's another set of stairs going to the right, and it leads to an area up here where they can. Where they have their wagon and other things. It also helps with hiding the house, because if as you can see, this guy is riding on this road here, or that's on the top of the cliff. So from this guy's perspective, all he sees is just bushes and just the tip of this small area. So just from the perspective, we just see like a small house, you pay no attention to it and drive off. But if you look closer, there's a big house under that. Here we see Zadok's crops. Zadok's crops, the family's crops. We see the contraption again that Zadok built. Zadok built this, so the idea is that they load the contraptions they load the crops on the contraption, and then the thing goes up. You can see the belt that pulls it up, and then here they unload everything and then put it in the wagon. We see the family symbol again here. This is Zadok's symbol. We see birds in the sky. So it's a lovely day. And this is the first double page spread of the book. This is the first double page spread of the book. So rate it. Hold on, let me see if I can rate everything you see. Let's see what you guys are saying. Clear Cole about the expressions they have. The silhouette panel of the blam of the head looks awesome. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Sorry if you already said this, but how many total pages? 62 pages. 62 pages of this kind of artwork with this colors and stuff like that. Also, an idea how you'll print it. Square bound. For 62 pages, I think it'll be square bound. I want to go with light. Lightweight paper, so it can be easier to like spread open. I think square bound. Saddle stitch, I don't know, for 62 pages, because I also want to include extra content. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Now, 62 pages, saddle stitch or square bound. What would you guys prefer? It's happening now. It's happening now. The house design being embedded. Yeah, that's the word. Embedded in the earth. Yeah, it's embedded in the earth. This is really cool. The colors look great. Thank you very much. Yeah. And so that's Zadok's house. The first double page spread. So we break up this scene, this first scene, we break this up. That's the end of the scene, and bam, we go to Zadok's house. And I want to put the credits on this page. I think I'm thinking about putting the credits up here, or the credits, I don't know, somewhere. But these are the credits. And then this is page 11, colored. We see the mailman approaching. He gives Zadok's father, that's Zadok's dad right there. He gives him the mail. He's reading the mail. The guy drives off. He turns around, and then Zadok is there holding the contraption in his hand. Here we see the shed where Zadok likes to do all of his work, and we've seen the shed before. And then so this is, and then here's my 10 panel page where Zadok puts the contraption on the ground, presses the button, and here it says W1. W1 means wagon one. The name of this contraption is wagon one. That's what Zadok called it. He named it wagon one. And then it comes to life, and here we see the contraption come into life. The arms are popping up. They got the computer here at the top left, and then and so it walks towards the wagon. It puts it lifts up the wagon, grabs the wheel, fixes the axle, and then puts the wheel back on the wagon. And then we see W1, wagon one, with the family emblem there. And Zadok is just completely happy with how it's working, because he's been working on this for a while, and he's glad to see it work. and that's it. That's what I have so far. 11 pages of sequential artwork, colored, line art, pencils, colors, already done. So and that's what we have. This is the 10-page panel. Let me know what you guys think. It might as well be 68 pages. Looks great. Yeah, no, I say 62, but obviously when I'm making the book, it can't be 62. It has to have extra pages, because the books have to get printed in dividends of 4. So I have to change it. But the story itself, the story itself, like the sequential pages, is going to be 62 sequential pages of story and art. And then I'm going to add extra stuff, obviously, character concept art, pinups, anything that I can make. And yeah, and so that's the artwork. Let me know what you guys think. 8 solid colors. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the subjugates. 8.6. Yeah, and thank you very much, Gray Cloud. Yeah, because my intention is to charge $25 for this. That's my intention. I hope this earns that amount of money. I'm sorry, it merits $25 price, because I don't want you guys to pay for something that you might not consider worthy of it. So I don't know, would you guys pay $25 for a 62-page book with this kind of artwork? Let me know in the chat. So let me know. Cole says, I always prefer saddle stitched, especially if you go with a matte or uncoated thinner paper. No, my paper is going to be coated. It's going to be coated, and I'm thinking of a satin finish. Cole, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure you got my first book, the preview book. I have the intention of doing the exact same thing. The pages on that the pages from that preview book, like that same kind of page, that same kind of matte finish on the cover, but square bound, I think would be best. I think. Yeah, that's also I agree here also. The perfect binds just never open up flat all the way. I 100% agree, which is why I wanted to ask you another question. And I have this page, and we saw this here. This is page 2. This is the way I drew it. And, and thinking about this concern that Cole's bringing up about perfectly bound books not being able to open up all the way, thinking about this, I was thinking, what if instead of doing it like this, I do it like this with this white border all the way around it? So I can give some gutter space on the left-hand side here, so that we can not have as much art get clipped out. Now, would that be better? Would that be better? What do you guys think? Would that be better to like have the gutter, or to just have it like this, and then whatever if it gets clipped off? Now, what do you guys think? Because I mean, all of the important information of the page is here. No, it's just right here. I guess like if you clip a little bit of this, I think it'll be okay. If I would be sad to see a little bit of the face get well, this page will get clipped on that side, I think. But what do you guys think? Would it be better like this, or with the white gutters all the way around, the white borders all the way around? What would you guys prefer? So just to finish reading, this comment says, you go with matte or uncoated thinner paper. It'd probably be tough to find a printer to do that many pages, but it's definitely possible. Saddle stitch 62 pages or more, I think is pretty tough. But the printer that I'm working with, I'm pretty sure they can handle it. I'm pretty sure they can handle perfect bound books, square bound books, which is what I'm going for. And yeah, $25. Yeah, thank you. $25 for sure. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, $25 is the price that I'm asking for it. I'm just to give you guys an idea, I'm actually thinking about having 2 different tiers, 2 different price points. Because for extra content, I may charge a little bit more, like $35 for extra content. But 25 pages for $25 for 62 pages of sequential artwork, I think is good. I would personally pay that for that amount of pages. I think it would be good, a square bound book. a graphic novel. Again, the only downside is that it's the world building part of the story. Where we introduce a lot of elements in the book, so it's not the finished story. It's not because Cole, he's doing a book that's a one and done type of thing, and it's not a one and done type thing. This is volume 1, and I'm planning to do 4 volumes. So each being 62 pages, maybe 80 pages, depending on how much story I want to put in there. But yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you guys what do you guys think about that? Apex says keep the gutter. Yeah, I'm thinking about that too, because I would hate to like chop off that artwork, because I'm thinking about it being square bound, perfect bound. So I don't know. Definitely worth 25. Thank you very much, Subjugates. I appreciate that. Apex, I think I agree about the gutter. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up on X also, because I want people to let me know what they think about it. I like the white around it, especially for square bound. Yeah, I think so too. I think I might go with that, because I think it just gives it another feel, and it keeps all of the art. Like you don't lose any of the art, so you get to see everything nice. I think it's great. Like for this, for example, I haven't done it yet. No, but with the white outline to that, I think that might look nice. And in this case, the gutters are black, so I might do a black page, a black outline, so I can try to keep as much as the art within the page. And the same here. So it's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Gray Cloud likes this shot. Pow. Get your head blown off. Get your head blown off. All right, and so those are the pages. Page 8 and 9, page 10, page 11, and there's still more. I hope you guys are enjoying the massive art drop. Now I showed you the villain. Here is the villain, Terry the terrorist, and here he is with his colors, completely colored up. This is the concept artwork. His weapon of choice is this knife. He's wearing the military outfit of the military that he's trying to infiltrate. He's using this stash type thing to be more secretive, I guess you can say. And then he got the pistol. Everything here I designed. Weapons, I'm designing the weapons. And yeah, so that's I'll announce the name later, but for the moment we're calling him Terry the terrorist. It doesn't always have to have the gutter. Some pages and panels could go full bleed, like environment shots and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely. For example, this double page spread, I'm not going to put gutters on this. This is going to be just like this right here. That, for example, is going to be just like that. And I've already laid it out like pre-printed type. I've already laid it out. So the gutter is going to fall right down the middle where you see this dip in the trees. It's going to fall right down there. So you're going to get a little bit of this house maybe that you won't be able to see, and then a little bit of this machine here that you won't be able to see, like when you open up the book. But I mean, everything else, all of this information here, you'll see. I'll have the credits up here. You'll see the crops. You see the guy arriving. That stuff will still be in there. So yeah. So there's Terry the terrorist. And here are the colors for the pinup that I showed you earlier. Here are the colors for that. Hope you guys are enjoying that. Rate it. Show me in the chat what you guys think about this. And then here's the other one of him killing another soldier. What do you guys think of that? Blood splatter. Terry the terrorist taking this guy to town. And yeah. And so those are the colors for those. All right. I showed you that. And then showing you some artwork that I played around with Grok. Yeah, that's all. That is all for the presentation. This is the main villain of the book. I will reveal his name later. Not right now. Here is Zadok with his dad. You see Zadok's house. You see this stuff colored up. It wasn't colored before. So you can see that the book is being made. I want it to be in color. 62 pages like this. I'm going to charge $25 for one version of it. There's going to be another version with more perks and stuff like that for $35, I think. Because the idea is that I want to have something that's like a supplemental book, but I want to include the supplemental book with the actual book. No, I don't want it to be two separate books where I charge you 25 for one, 25 for the other. I'd rather charge you 35 for like all of that content together in one big book. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Would you rather have a separate supplemental book, or would you rather have everything together in one book? I ran a survey with the people that bought the preview book, and there were some people that the majority of them wanted everything in one book, but there were some people that didn't mind separating it into a supplemental book. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the chat. And then I was playing around with Grok, and this is my artwork that I did for Fall of Man of this monster. I did that realism type thing with it, and I like how this came out. I'm not going to use it, but I just wanted to show you guys this. And I was like, oh man, this looks great. And I wonder what this would look like with my characters. Now, so I'm going to show you some of my art. So here's Zadok. I don't like how they did the face here because this guy looks much older than 18, but the rest of this looks pretty cool. And then here's Silas. This looks pretty on point. That's the armor. I like how they did this. It's crazy what you can do with AI. And here's the weapon. It looks pretty on point to what I imagine Silas to look like. And so yeah. Just something fun to look at. And then here's my cover. This looks weird. It looks like you're realistic but weird. And here's Deathmonger. We're going to see Deathmonger in book 2. In book 1, we got Terry the Terrorist. In book 2, we're going to see a Deathmonger. And here's Deathmonger in 3D painting type thing. There's different versions of it. Here's with the cover, Ominus Avenging Death. I thought that looked nice. And then here's the villain. Here's Necronox. He's the main villain of the book. Terry the Terrorist is like the boss for like level 1. This guy is like the main actual boss. So Zadok is going to have to fight this guy in the book. So I hope you guys are ready for that. And yeah, so let's see what you guys say. I have an emergency. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to play a small video, and then I'll be right back. Hey, let me play this video. Just take a look at some Joe Sontag, Reaper Destroyer. Okay, I'm back. um 9.8. Awesome, man. I appreciate that, man. Um World building. I bought over 240 books from stories from 230 worlds. Most of them are on different Earths. Yeah, mine is also on a different Earth. So I just add one more book to that Apex. CGC grading. No, I'm not doing that. If you guys want to do that, that's awesome. But no, I'm not. I'm not going to promote that with the campaign. It's too complex, man. I don't mind being multiple issues as long as you're upfront about it, which you have been. Yeah, it's going to be multiple issues. It's a story that's there's a beginning and an end. It's not an ongoing series. Ominus is going to have an end. It's going to finish, and I don't know what I'll do after I'm finished with it. I'll just have to read the room and see what you guys think. For example, if you guys want to do like a death monger book, I'll do that. I will say though that this whole 60-page, 80-page, 100-page type, I think, graphic novel, I'm not a big fan of doing that. So it's a lot of work, and you guys have to wait too freaking long for the book to come out. So I think what will be more practical in my case, because I don't draw 24/7. What will be more practical in my case is just doing like short 20-page, 22-page, 24-page floppies. So anything after Ominous, I would more than likely it would probably be just 22-page story. I could do like a Deathmonger book 1, Deathmonger issue 2, like that. No, but it'll be just short and quick. I do a quick campaign, fulfill the book quickly, and then not have you guys wait so long for it. I think I may approach it that way. No, but this whole graphic novel thing, I'm doing it for Ominous because Ominous, I envisioned this Final Fantasy type story in comic book form, and that's something that I've had with me since I was 15 years old. So I want to see this to the end, and if I can, great, it will be great. But again, all of this depends on your support, guys. If you guys back the book and then help me out also with tips on Ko-Fi, then it will be possible to get it done, quickly, much faster. Apex says Riververse charged $35 for their books and they were crap. I would pay $35 for an expanded book, save on printing 2 books. Yeah, that's what I think also. I mean, I get it that you want to, another book for a supplemental, but if it's not a lot of material, that I don't see why not adding it to the actual book. It could be like my final book could be like an 80-page book, 90-page book, be a pretty thick boy, but it'll have a lot of extra material in it. $35 I think might be a good price on it. Having everything in one makes it easier, probably. I think so too. But again, I'm open to hearing what you guys would prefer, because it's for you guys. Yeah, Terry the terrorist, might as well add Robbie the robot. This guy Fisher would. Yeah. Yeah, Terry, Ted the terrorist. I'm just playing. That's not his actual name. I'll reveal the name later. But yeah, he's just he is a terrorist, and he is the main villain for book 1. And then in book 2, we're going to see Deathmonger, and then Necronox, starting in book 2. Sorry, I like your 2 heavyweight villains. Yeah, thank you very much, man. And that has been my presentation. I hope you guys enjoy it. And with that, here is just an image where you can see all of the artwork that I've shown off today. You can see Zadok's family. You see Zadok. You see Zadok's house. You see Zadok working on machinery. We see the military. We see the villain for this first book. We see sequential artwork. We see some pinup work. Some great stuff here. And I show this to you guys because this is going to be my banner for my YouTube channel. And this book is Ominus Volume 1. Ominus Volume 1. So I'm actually going to make this change on the show right now. I'm going to modify this on the show right now. If I can. I don't know if StreamYard will let me do that, but let me see if I can. Let me see if I can make that change. because what I have, for example, let me show you guys what I have on my banner right now is this. It's just Ominus Volume 1 and a black screen. Now, so I want to change that. And I want to put this this cool background. Thank you very much, Edwin. What's going on, man? Thank you for sharing these new. Yeah, no problem. I'm still gonna start sharing. I'm going to start sharing everything on the page now. So when I get the colors in for page 6 and 7, I'll post that up, and I'll also start drawing more stuff. And yeah, I'm actually going to do 2 pinups when I go back to drawing. Right now, I'm finishing this up, and then I'm going to take a small break, and then I'll come back and finish. I'll come back and finish. More pages. So. Now here is, hold on, wait. Hold on. Let me see. Crap. I made the change, but okay, here it is. All right. Here's the change to the YouTube banner. Zadok, the house. We see that's that panel from page 4, and then the pinup, Ominus Volume 1. I don't know when it'll drop, but it's coming. It's coming. And I appreciate you guys for your support. It means a lot. So so check it out. And yeah. So that's what it is. And you can see the full, from my understanding, you can see the full artwork if you look at this from TV. So if you're watching this on TV, go to my channel and you should be able to see all of this art. At least that's from what I understand. I don't know. You guys check it out. But that is my new banner. So now we have artwork to take a look at. Also, sweet. And so that's it. Thank you very much. We've been going for 3 hours. I appreciate everybody checking it out. This is the first look at Ominus Volume 1. We see more characters. We see some sequential artwork. We see some pinups. We have all of this stuff colored and ready to go. We see world building happening here. And also, I hope you guys are excited for this. I have no idea when this campaign is going to launch, but when it does, I hope to count on your support. I'm looking for it's going to be a 62-page story. I don't know how many pages the actual book would be because I'm considering putting in more content. So I'm thinking about a price for $25, and I'm thinking about a price for $35. If you guys remember my campaign from last year, I had a silver logo and I had a gold logo. My idea is to do a silver logo version where you get only the 62-page story, only the story for $25. Silver, 62 pages, $25. And then I'm thinking about doing a gold version where you have 62 pages plus the extra content for $35. That's my plan for the campaign. So you guys let me know what you think about that. Is that something you guys would be okay with? What do you guys think about that? So I can continue playing with the gold and the silver logo and then have it refer to different versions of the book, I guess you could say. No. And yeah, so that's all the artwork for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, the entire presentation that you've seen, all of the artwork that you've seen today, rate it, please, from 0 to 10. What would you guys What would you guys give it? And good looking art. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. You are a talent. Thank you very much, Scribe. I appreciate that. That means a lot, man. And you are also a talent as well, man. You got do great work. And Necronox. Hell yeah. I will accept no other name for Terry. I'm not. No, it's not going to be Terry the Terrorist. It's going to be. I'm going to tell you guys the name. Terry the Terrorist is the best name. Or I'll probably call him like Ter something, and then we could just nickname him Terry the Terrorist. Oh man, I'll probably put it up for a vote. Yeah, even when Elliot reveals the real name, everyone's going to still think Terry. Terry the Terrorist. Fucking name. 80 post-pounding pages with no hibbity jibbity. Yeah, fuck the hibbity jibbity. That's right. Oh Terry, you and your terroristic ways. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm watching from space. Awesome stuff, man. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. That'll be all for today. I'll be back next week. Next week, I'm going to show you guys more stuff. Wait, will I? I don't know. Next week, we'll talk about some other stuff. But as soon as I get page 6 and 7 done, I'll show you guys that stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you very much. And I will catch you guys later. And that has been the reveal of the villain. You see that? Gary gets 10 out of 10. Gary the terrorist attempts to terrorize the terrific town of. We gotta make up what's his name? We gotta make up a tongue twister with Terry the terrorist. Terry the terrorist threatened tens of thousands of terrific tribal. Oh yeah, awesome. So yeah, that'll be all. Catch you guys. Shit. You guys have a great one. And let me see if I can do my dismount just right. Yeah. You guys be safe.